What's up, everybody? I forgot I was live already. I'm trying to do too many things at once. It's just one of them days. Not really. I haven't done shit today. Wait till some people start coming in. We gotta play the EddieBlockFilms song.
EddieBlockFilms. You watching EddieBlockFilms. EddieBlockFilms. You watching EddieBlockFilms. EddieBlockFilms show. EddieBlockFilms. Watching EddieBlockFilms. EddieBlockFilms show. EddieBlockFilms show. Yeah, we watching Eddie, getting facts ready, keeping all the cameras steady, audio ready, so unlock, yep, and unload. Patriots prepare for the Eddie Block Show. EddieBlockFilms, EddieBlockFilms show. EddieBlockFilms.
What's up, viewers?
EddieBlockFilms. EddieBlockFilms.
How's it going? How's it going, everybody? What are you up to today? As you can tell, the kids are playing in the background, being little brats. Hope everybody is doing great. You know what I did today? Nothing. I had one of those, I took like a day off, I guess you can say. I don't know. Hold on, Mike. You might hear double for a second. Yep. All right, let's turn me down. Just want to make sure everything is where it should be. Trying to do multiple tasks. What's up, Ultimate CAD Post Report? How the heck are you doing? Hope all is well. Multitasking here. What's up, Eric? How's it going, big guy? I already got a thumbs down. I know who that's from. That's from my friend that's upset with me. Hi, friend that's upset with me. Well, I guess you're not really a friend anymore, are you? I don't know. Anyways, hey, you still logged into the show, so I still got the likes and stuff, right? Ultimate Gamer. What happened to you, bud? You got back from the federal. Uh-oh, you got a story to tell us, man? What's up, Buns? Buns is here. So, how is everybody's day today? You hear, let's see, I hear Panda growling at the dang Donnie. What's up, Jeannie? Is everybody doing good today? I hope you are. You guys got to remember, it's Wednesday. For those of you that are new or don't, you want to hear Shigon?
Shigo!
It's got to be that person, right, Carol? Carol knows who I'm talking about. It's got to be that person. I don't know. I had a friend. We had a little disagreement on what we thought was what. And so we don't have a friend anymore, I guess. You know, it wasn't my fault, really. I don't think it was. It could have been, right? I don't know. This person knew what they were doing, though. They knew what they were doing. So anyways, you know what I did today? What's up, The Truth? The Truth is in the house. Kim Tone's here. Ultimate, you're doing pretty good now. Ultimate, man, you have to message me. Let me know what's going on, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's hump day. No, but on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, I'm part of this club. I play this game in honor of my mom. And like I told you before, it's like a job almost, right? But for some reason, it's got to be at 6 o'clock. They got to do this competition. And so if you miss it, you like lose a lot of points and you get in a lot of trouble with the group. So I'm trying to do that. As you see, I'm touching over here. And work with you guys at the same time. But it's all good because I can multitask. Uh-oh, what did Eric beat you to? Uh-oh, let's see. Hump day. Oh, hump day. Oh, the Ice Cube. I don't know why I do that. Hugs and kisses to all the pink parts. What? I don't have any pink parts, The Truth. Are you saying you're not going to give me any hugs and kisses? What the heck, man? What the heck? And why are you kissing all the pink parts anyways? You got that beautiful wife of yours with those beautiful kids that you guys have. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with all the conversation too. Like you guys know, we wait till Drunk Uncle. Drunk Uncle will be here pretty soon. He's at work. He works until 6 o'clock, actually, when we start the show. Or 9 o'clock over there. And then he's got to either stop and get beer or who knows. But dang, now I got 2 dislikes already. Well, you know what I can say? Thank you. Thank you for showing up on the show. Because you're still giving me those dislikes. It still counts, right? People don't, a lot of people don't understand. I don't know if how many of you understand this. But if you dislike a YouTube video, it doesn't mean you hate them. It's not something that YouTube takes as this is a bad video. The way YouTube takes it is that you're upset with what was being said. So, like, you don't want to punish the news for, let's say, okay, there was a murder today and this happened, right? And you, as a person, want to say, man, that really sucks. I hate that. So you hit dislike that somebody got murdered, right? So that doesn't look bad because you're not upset with the newspaper that's reporting it or the news. You're just upset with the incident that happened. So YouTube doesn't take a negative downlike as a bad thing. It just takes it as your opinion that you don't like the event that happened, right? You don't care now, Ultimate Gamer? You should care, man. You don't even know? Man, I'm sorry. I'm guessing it's the same kind of shit I went through, right? When the FBI showed up at my house. It's messed up. Oh, I downloaded two new sounds for you guys. 2 of my favorite. Well, that 70 show wasn't really that my favorite show, but on that 70 show, I did like Red Foreman. Is this the right one? Dumbass. So we downloaded Dumbass. So we can mess with people, right? I got that one. But this one is a good show that I like. It's on Netflix. Some of you older cats may not know about it. You may not appreciate it. It's one of these cartoon shows. I like these cartoon shows. I don't know why, but
I will put you through that fucking wall.
There's one character. It's a show about the 70s. It's actually, it's funny. It's a show about the 70s too, right? Yeah, Ultimate. Same boat as me, man. I don't know why the FBI is doing all this stuff, man. I don't know. But anyway, so this show, it's called F is for Family. It's on Netflix, and it's a show about the 70s, The guy's living in the 70s. He works at an airport. He's a veteran, And it's just all the shit you could do in the 70s, Like, you didn't have to be politically correct, right? You didn't have to sit there and worry about hurting somebody's feelings. That's what sucks nowadays, right? That's why I said I wish we could get back in the old days, because, if I call you the wrong name, like hey, what's up, girl, and you don't feel that you're a girl anymore, and you can get all butthurt at me. I mean, come on, right? So that's what the show is about. It's about the 70s. The dad has got a dad with kids, and every time he yells at his kids, he's like, if you fucking do that again, I will put you through that fucking wall. And so that's why
I will put you through that fucking wall.
So I like it. It's just funny. It's like, it's kind of going back to our old days, when we could say whatever the fuck we want. Unfortunately, you can't say whatever the fuck you want anymore, right? I mean, I just said the F word, right? So guess what? I just got demonetized for this video from YouTube. You can't cuss because YouTube takes your money away, right? Which I guess that's kind of understandable. But the other shit you can't say, like, some people still want to call Bruce Jenner a man, right? You can get in trouble on YouTube for calling Bruce Jenner a man. So you have to call Bruce Jenner what Caitlyn Jenner wants to be called, so that way you don't get in trouble on YouTube. You got to call Caitlyn Jenner a her, because that's what Caitlyn Jenner wants to be called, right? It doesn't matter how I feel, right? It doesn't matter that bothers me. I mean, it doesn't bother me. But if it did bother me, it wouldn't matter to me, because it's just, you don't want to hurt that person's feelings, right? Whatever happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never fucking hurt me, right? Words will never fucking hurt me. That's what I was always taught. And, you guys got to see it from my point of view. You see, most of you guys in here are normal walking people, right? I don't know if we have any disabled people in here, but I'm a little crippled bastard. And when you're handicapped like me, and like, if you've ever seen me walk, like, I walk like really bad. Like, I actually almost fall over to walk. That's how bad my walk is, right? So, kids are rude. You know, I got called every name in the fucking book, right? You know? So I had to deal with being called every fucking name in the book. I went to Catholic school, and I still got in a fight every day because people would talk shit to me. So, you know, that's just how it is. And I remember, too, because my stepdad, he was a fighter. My stepdad was a bar brawler. You know, he was in the military. He was like a don't fuck with me kind of guy. And, you know, I got in a fight one day, and I'm like, you know, it was a really big dude. I got in a fight with this really big dude, got my ass kicked, and I was like, I'll go tell my stepdad. He'll go handle that shit. Go tell my stepdad. He kicked my ass again because I got my ass kicked. He's like, you don't get your ass kicked and then come home crying like that, god damn it. And I was like, all right. So I learned to fight better. So I stopped getting my ass kicked. Or if I got my ass kicked, I didn't go home and go complain to my stepdad. You know. But yeah, my mom was pissed because, you know, my mom was a poor single mother. My dad died when I was 6, and she put all the kids through Catholic school. And Catholic school isn't cheap. So my mom, you know, you had to buy those uniforms. And I was getting my uniform ripped and torn every day. And finally she said, you get your uniform ripped and torn one more day, I'm not buying you another one. Because it was like $12, right? $13 for this uniform shirt. And think about this. This is in the 80s. Where, you know, a minimum wage was, what, like $3 an hour? So my mom's a single mom, you know, with 3 kids and a house payment and stuff like that. She couldn't afford to buy me new shirts every day, which we all got to understand that. So I started going to school with ripped shirts because I still got in a fight all the time. Right? Wow. So we do have some disabled people in here along with me. Cool. So you guys probably understand it. Right? But anyways... So one day my mom gets a call from the school, and they said, Miss Block, you gotta stop sending your son to school with ripped and torn shirts. And she said, well, tell him to stop getting in goddamn fights, and I won't. Or I will. Anyways, yeah. So I just grew up in the days in the 80s when you could say whatever the hell you wanted, right? Anyways. So how's everybody doing? You guys having a good day today? I'm just here. Didn't do much. I shipped out a couple things on eBay, and I don't know. Yeah, your dad would whip your ass if you didn't go out and fight, and if you lost, the same thing, get the fuck out of here and whoop their ass, right? You know, that's how it was in the old days. And when we talk about getting in a fight, it wasn't like you fighting and 20 other people jump in, or you going to go fight somebody and they pull a gosh darn knife on you. No, what we're talking about is you go out there and you fought somebody with your fists. Right? You didn't go get in a fight and pull a gun on somebody, you know, or you know what, I'm gonna get back at this guy. I'm just gonna go shoot him. That's what this world is coming to nowadays, right? You don't fight with your fists anymore, or your mouth. Shoot. Yeah, I was gonna text you and ask you if you were driving to Philly today, Carol. Hey, can you pick me up a Philly cheesesteak sandwich next time you go in there? Oh, awesome, Mr. Nice Guy. If you don't know, his pops was in a care home, and he didn't like the facility where he was at. He wasn't getting treated right, and so he's been trying hard to get his pops in this new facility, and he finally got him in there. So I think that's pretty awesome, right? You got to take care of your pops, right? Shoot, that's how it works. I mean, look at me, you know, I'm taking care of my stepdad right now, kind of in the same way. You were good throughout school. You got lymphedema later. Being overweight doesn't help either. Yeah, I feel you. Speaking of being overweight, I've been cheating on my diet quite a bit lately. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not doing it anymore. In fact, you guys will see I got the lettuce back out here. This is my snack food, lettuce. No more soda. That's why I'm not drinking tonight either, because all that Crown Royal just adds the weight. So I'm trying to lose weight. I don't know. Trying to decide if I want to be with a female or if I just want to be single the rest of my life. It's always nice to have somebody in your life. So I figure if I get fit, maybe I might have somebody. Who knows? I'm getting a call. I don't know where my phone is. Hold on. I'm not getting a call. No phone call here. No phone call here. I don't even know where my phone is. Yeah, I do. Let's see if I'm getting a text message, maybe. Nope, nothing. Nothing. Anyways, what else can we talk about today? What's going on in the world? Let's see. What's up, Julius? So, yeah, I've lost. Actually, it's funny because I'm not getting a call from you, bro. I don't see it. Where are you trying to call me at? If you're calling me on Skype, you gotta let me know because Skype is not turned on. Oh, now I'm getting a phone call. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put you right on the air, okay? Hello. Let's see if this works. Hold on. I gotta put you on Bluetooth. Hold on. Hello.
Okay.
There we go. We got you on Bluetooth. I love that we're trying this new out. This is the first time I'm using my board with this. What's going on, Ultimate Gamer?
Nothing much. Like I said, I just had to end up dealing with the Fed guys.
Those guys with the suits and they don't even wear suits anymore, do they?
Yeah, they came in with they basically came in hold on, what is it called? Oh yeah, they came in plain clothes. They just had to
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? Hold on 1 second. I just need to get my cigarettes real quick.
All right. It's been that bad a day. He's got to talk about the cigarettes. Or he's got to get the cigarettes.
No. It wasn't actually a bad day at all. I just wanted to get one.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't smoke, so I've never really smoked.
Oh, that. Well,
I took that first puff and I choked for about 2 minutes, and I said, you know what? That's just someone telling me not to smoke.
Don't ever be around me and Carol. We probably smoke you out.
And, I'm glad because I've seen the price of those things, man. That stuff's expensive. That's worse than drinking.
Say it again?
The price of cigarettes? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, definitely is. That's all.
Uh-oh, you there?
Oh,
there we are.
yeah, I'm sorry. But, excuse me, can I go on top, please? Yeah. My mom and them left, sorry? Yeah. Okay. Okay. But, I don't even really smoke like that anymore.
No? What's up, Mr. Angler?
I slowed down, but...
So what's going on, man? You saying you had some issue with the feds, huh?
Yeah, they accused me of, and I can even say it now, accused me of threatening some liberal or something like that. I'm like, what's this? I'm like, I don't even know. I'm like, why in the world would I threaten somebody for no reason? Literally told me. And they're like, oh, well,
Why would the FBI show up if for you threatening somebody? Isn't that like a police matter anyways?
The person the liberal person had reported it to the Fed. I'm like, so let me get this straight. Y'all trying to defund the police, but y'all want the police. What do y'all want? I'm like, I don't get it.
That's the first thing they do. They always go run to the cops, right? Even look at AOC. She was like, oh my God, I need the cops to come help me. But she wants to defund them. That's crazy.
Like, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't try to do anything wrong. I don't try to sit there and break the law and do anything like that. I may just smoke. Oh, God. Dang. The lightning today is sharp. I just literally seen a lightning down in front of me. That's crazy. But, yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong. But like I said, I guess they said it was some sort of forum or something like that. That's why I'm like, y'all probably have to set up a private forum. Like, I'm kind of weary on that.
That's crazy, man. FBI showing up to everybody. Well, we got Biden in office and Kamala Harris, she loves to, arrest people and stuff. Shoot. I can hear her now.
Law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
Trying to arrest law-abiding citizens not even doing anything. I'm like, if I was really doing something wrong, God would show himself to me.
Exactly.
I can get struck by a bolt of lightning right now and die. Like, that's how God is. God does not give out chances to nobody that sins. You can ask for forgiveness, but we all know that God is the one that set all of this up. You do not break his laws. You do not break his rules.
Yeah.
Like, you don't threaten anyone to do so. That's why I never threaten anybody in my life. I always tell people, if I'm going to do something, I ain't got no time for talking and, doing all this other foolishness. I'm going to just go and do what I got to do. That's the type of person I am. Like,
yeah.
I've always been that type of person. Like, I've always been a person that's about action. I don't use words.
Yeah.
Real
men don't threaten. Real men just do.
That's what I'm saying. Now then, I actually boxed for like 15 years. So I'm like, what in the world do I need to pull a gun on somebody for? Shoot somebody? No, I'll just beat to death. I'll just beat somebody to death. That's all I can do.
Yeah. Man, so you were a boxer
like,
for 6 years? Wow. How many fights were you in?
15 years. I never really, like, I used to spar a little bit, but I never really, like, actually fully was, like, committed to the sport, like, in the actuality. Like,
Yeah.
like not like, just going and then being professional. That's what people are telling me now. Like, you should take professional boxing. Like, you can fight real good. I'm like, all I need to do is stop smoking. I'm like, I'll still smoke my marijuana here and there, but I'm just like, if I stop smoking, then I'm almost like godlike. I wish I could show you the video, like show you, or I had actually started smoking. I'm still fast, but I literally can throw like. Before that, I could throw 50 punches in under 50 seconds.
Wow.
And that's literally, on God, I'm dead serious. 50. I'm not talking about no light punches. Like, you know how boxers do the light tap. Then you have the jabs. Then you have the heavy haymakers. I could throw all haymakers in under like 50 seconds, literally.
Wow.
I showed my friend before. He was like, wow. He saw me. He was like, you're not even tired. I'm like, nope. I can still keep on going for another 50 if I need to. Another 50 punches.
That's
and
crazy.
Even with smoke. Yeah. I was dedicated to it. I had a punching bag inside my house when I was younger. And when I set the punching bag up, I put it on the wall instead of hanging it upright. Because I was like, instead of hanging it upright, I'll try to put it lower to the ground to see the momentum of the punches and how hard I can hit. And basically, I remember I was downstairs hitting my bag one day, and everybody in my block came out. What the hell is that? I'm like, I came outside. Oh, my bad. I'm just sitting there training on my punching bag. Like, yo, it sound like gunshots going off.
Mm-hmm.
They made a connection. Like, I remember, like, I put like this little metal thing behind it. So you know how like when you hit metal, it makes like a really loud sound.
Yeah.
So it's like when I would hit it, it would bash into it. So it was like back and forth, bang, bang, bang. Like someone was like, yo, I'd never want to get hit with one of your punches or your kicks. Because I kick too, but I kick harder than I punch. Like a punch for me would probably be like a freight train coming towards somebody.
Dang, sounds like I don't want to mess with you.
No, trust me. I'm a good, fun-loving person. It's just that if I feel a threat of my safety, if I feel scared, then that's the only reason I react. I never want to fight. That's not the type of person I ever been in my life. Like I'm a God-fearing person. Like, I believe in Jesus Christ as my savior, so I always just turn the other cheek. But the thing is, if I was to ever get like that, I'm like, I can do MMA grappling. I did MMA for like at least 4 years. So I know how to do grappling on the ground, and I know how to throw punches, while standing up, while being in lower guard or top form guard. Like, basically my style is almost like a Philly shell defense style. So my guard is always low. So basically, if you try to swing, you can get punches on me, but there's always going to be another counter. Like, I remember I was fighting this guy in 2019. Like, one of my friends, we sitting there mixing. Like, that's what we call it, Philly mixing. We mixing out in the joint, just going crazy. Like, Bo was yelling and screaming at me, like, oh, you're not this, you can't fight, all this different types of shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
So, I put, like, I gave him the right to hit me first. I'm like, hit me first. He hit me. So he got me a good 4 times. And he threw as hard as he could. I'm just sitting there like, what the hell was that? And he's just sitting there looking at me like, I threw the hardest punches.
Hold on 1 second. I got a drunk uncle called in. Give me 1 second.
What about you?
Let's see if this works with all of us.
Yes, hold on. What's up, drunk uncle?
Hold on. Drunk, you there?
Yeah, did I hit the wrong button?
I don't see your camera.
Oh, okay. I must have hit audio.
Hey, hold on. We're actually trying something out because we got Ultimate Gamer on the line. He's telling us about he had some trouble. Hold on, let me make you bigger. But looks like we're doing all three because he called me on my phone, so I think it's working right.
Yeah, it's working. I can hear you. I can hear both of you guys.
Nice. Can you hear him, drunk uncle?
Yeah.
Awesome. Holy jeez, this board is working really good then, this new soundboard we got.
Right on.
It's crazy.
Although your cell phone's cutting out quite a bit though, Ultimate. Let me add
Hold on. It's just because I don't. Okay, give me one.
let me add Drunk Uncle here to the page. There's Drunk Uncle in the little corner.
Here I am.
You hear me clearly?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can hear
Okay,
you.
all right, cool. That's good. But yeah, like I was saying, like it's crazy. You know, today I ended up seeing a rainbow. You know, that's basically like a rainbow is supposed to be. So I think because I don't know, like don't forgive me, God, for being blasphemous. I don't want to sit there and lie on the Bible or what God said, but I know there's something like a rainbow is supposed to be like the firmament between the earth and the heaven, right? That's basically yeah. So that's definitely true, right?
So Drunk Uncle, we're talking with Ultimate because he had a visit from the FBI over the last week or so.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
So he was just calling in, and then we were talking about boxing and stuff. He was telling us how he boxed a little bit when he was younger, and still how he can kick some booty,
good.
but he doesn't fight. He always turns the other cheek because he's a God-fearing man.
Well, if you're a trained fighter, you know most trained fighters don't go out like looking for a fight. You know,
No,
they're
no, of course
disciplined.
not. Yeah, of course. I'm always disciplined.
Yeah, you gotta be.
That's why.
What was the raid about? Are we able to talk about that or?
Oh yeah, sure.
Or
I mean, I can give some details,
need to
but
know
it's an active investigation, so all we can say a little bit at a time. Like I can't release anything publicly because it's a private matter anyway. But they're basically saying that they got me on a forum like Twitter or Instagram or something like that, basically threatening Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. They said I threatened her on Twitter. Yeah, and I'm like, what do you mean I threatened her on Twitter? He said, oh, well, she reported it to the FBI. I'm like, really? I'm like, that girl is that paranoid? I'm like, wow. I'm like...
That's crazy. It's funny how I mentioned her, but that's funny. So she always says defund the police, and she's the one calling the FBI on you.
Falling the entire, like not just one. It wasn't one agent. It wasn't two. They came in like a full federal team. Like they basically had the SWAT there. They had the gang task force. Everybody. It's like all non-local police were there. It's like only local police was one of the Pennsylvania State Police, and he was the one that basically kind of sheltered and defended me in that whole entire situation. Like it's going to be okay. Just let them do what they do. Like they just want to search the house real quick. Nobody is going to get hurt. They're just going to search the house, and they're probably just going to have to take your devices, and that's basically it. So I'm like, hey, I don't have no problem with y'all doing that, but I'm just like, I don't like how y'all came inside my house with my mom and my little sister there. I'm like, because I have two places that I stay at, and I'm staying at my other place now, but I'm just like, I don't like how they did that. I'm like, just because I have multiple different places, and they like, oh, well, you're on our radar for buying, weapons and, buying, what did they say? Oh, yeah. They were saying that I bought ammo and a magazine and all this stuff. And I'm like, I've had that stuff 10 years now in my life. I'm like, ever since my dad passed away, God rest his soul and spirit, but in his body. But I'm just like, that's just just me. But now I live a whole different life. And like I said, the best thing about me is I learned from my experiences, and I know to take responsibility for what I did. But I'm like, I didn't do it. I'm like, I didn't threaten anyone. I don't got no time for threatening nobody. Like, what in the world is the point of doing something like that? That's basically all I was saying about that. But yeah, like I said, it's active, so there's no searching, but I doubt they're going to find anything. And, basically from there, I'm like, I just learned to accept everything as is. I'm like, maybe it was just like, because when I was a little bit younger, I'm 26 now. So, growing up, I was a little different. But now it's just like, I basically, calmed down. Like, I grew up. Like, I'm more, how can I put it, I'm more mature now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may joke around. I may play around, like I said, attack forums, all that different types of stuff. But, realistically, I never hurt anyone or do anything like that. I just make jokes.
Yeah. But everybody wants to know, though, you're good, though. You're safe, right? Everything's good with you?
No, yeah. No, yeah, of course. Everything is, so that's what I'm calling right now. Everything Everything is following me. And drunk uncle, you gotta save a beer for me because I cannot drink for at least 2 weeks now. You gotta drink them for me. God bless you, drinking them for me.
Right on. You got to drink it for me too, because I quit. I got to get on my diet. I got to start losing weight again.
Right now. I put you 2 to the side.
Oh, God rides a Harley. Thank you, man. Hey, we were asking about you last night. We had a Harley girl in here last night. God rides a Harley.
Oh wow!
So did they show you the tweet or whatever that supposedly sent them there, or they just said, "Well, we heard something about tweeting, and we're here."
They're talking about from the server. That's what they were saying.
Sorry, I didn't.
Did you? No, I said they were basically talking about from my server.
Oh, okay.
From one of my servers. So I'm like, server? I'm like, so let me get this straight. I'm like, a judge is supposed, like under the Fourth Amendment, a judge is supposed to give an oath or affirmation, and it's supposed to be probable cause to the crime that was committed. It has to be a name associated with what happened. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't use no dummy accounts. I don't use fake accounts. The only accounts I have is my YouTube, my Twitter. And I'm like, I just made my Twitter. My Twitter is called Lone Wolf 223. I'm like, that's just the name of the Twitter that I have. But I'm like, that's basically, because one of my friends got kind of like the same name, like, on Instagram. I'm like, I just copied it. But I'm just like, I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, after 3 years ago, I gave up everything. Like, like I used to be, that's what I'm saying. I used to be a whole different person before I turned into a God-fearing man. Like, God literally put real fear in me to know, this is it. Like, this is the only life you get. You are the only one that has power over what happens to you. So I just understand now, like, if I just need to stop drinking, then I'll just stop drinking. If it's bad, if it messes with my judgment and it impairs me too bad, I'll just stop doing it. Like, I'll just slow, or like, some people have to go cold turkey, so some people can't. But I'm just like, I mean, I have a place I can go to, but I'm just like, I'll just slow down, just not quit entirely, but just take some days, just, let my body just wean off of it. Like, just get out of it. Just get out of certain things. Like, that's why now I'm just like, I'm so happy. I'm like, I just get to sleep comfortably. I'm about to sit there and turn on my new computer that I got. I'm about to get another laptop. So everything is going good for me over here.
Right on,
How's
good.
things going for you?
It's going good. It's going good, man. But, hey, so we're going to have to talk later on. We got to get this show on a roll.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
So,
go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, now the drunk uncle's here, the real work's got to start. No more talking junk.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, so that's what y'all are doing, talking shit while I wasn't here, huh?
Oh, hell yeah. We're talking shit about you, man. All about you.
I know.
Oh, God.
No, but we got to get going. But we're glad you're all right, man. And I'm glad they didn't mess you up too much. At least you still have my phone number in your phone, too. You might be in trouble for having my phone number in your phone. You never know.
and that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, trust me. And the craziest thing is that they said, "Oh, I'll tell you later on." All right?
Yeah. We'll talk later on, brother.
Yeah,
all right.
No. Yeah. All right,
man. Glad you're all right. And say bye to the room. Say hi to the room. Whatever you want to do. Let everybody know you're safe.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm definitely. Hey, you guys. Hey, Carol. Hey, Kim. Like, I'm glad that y'all asked about me. Yes, I'm safe. And thank you for your blessings and everything like that. I'm cool. I'm fine. So yeah, I'll still be watching the show. So hi to the entire chat. What's up? What is it? Mr. Nice Guy. What's up, Mr. Nice Guy? What's up, Alexander? What's up, everybody?
Right on, brother.
All right. Now just keep on watching.
All right, man.
Stay tuned for what's about to come next. All right,
yeah. God bless you, man. Bye.
All right. God bless you.
Hey, that worked out pretty good, man. That was the Bluetooth through the Roadcaster.
Cool.
So we know for sure now we can take phone calls. You can hear it. Everybody out there can hear it, right? So for those of you that just clicked on, that was Ultimate Gamer. Ultimate Gamer, apparently they said he was threatening AOC over Twitter, and the FBI showed up to his house and totally took all of his shit, just like they took my stuff. So say some prayers for Ultimate Gamer. He sounds like he's pretty upbeat though, right? He sounds like he's doing good. So, man, what's this world coming to when you got politicians that say defund the police and the first thing they want to do is call the cops on you?
Oh, I got a notification today from, I think it was Ilhan Omar, the one, I think the one with the head
From
wrap,
Minnesota, yeah. What does she have to say?
talking about how anti-Semitism is wrong, this side or the other, and I was like, bitch, you're the one that's doing it.
I know, right? They're the ones that are all anti-Israel, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, what is this world coming to? What, Donnie? Donnie's not happy either. He wants to play with Sugar, and Sugar doesn't want to play with them right now. These dogs, dude, they have like their own thing. Like at 8 o'clock in the morning, they'll all go out in the backyard and they run around in circles for an hour and play with each other. But as soon as that's done, the dogs don't want to do it anymore. Only Donnie, little hyper. And then there's Brownie howling right there. Brownie. How's Bubba's doing over there?
I guess pretty well. He seemed off the other day, but I think he spent too much. It was a hot day, and I think he just laid out in the sun too much and didn't have any energy.
You gotta get him a girlfriend.
That's why I kept going and checking on him the other night.
Yeah. You gotta get him a girlfriend.
You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Because generally right after he eats, he immediately goes outside.
Yeah.
But he wasn't doing that. So yeah. I guess he was just tired.
Everybody said, well, people are saying we got to give him a treat, so I guess we got to give him a treat. Hold on. All right, let's start with Panda. Where's Panda? Here you go, Panda. Sugar. There you go, Sugar. There you go, Brownie. Donnie, you're just knocking everything down to get this. Oh, my goodness, what a brat. There we go. Everybody's happy now, except for Eddie. Hey, did you see God Rides a Harley's in here? He hasn't been in a while.
Yeah, I know. I think we were asking about him just the other day.
Well, it was last night, wasn't it? Because we saw that what was her name? Harley Girl. Wasn't Harley Girl, I think her name was, or something like that? Was in the room and watching
that. She was from North Carolina, too. I don't know if she said where in North Carolina, but I think she said like Eastern North Carolina.
Oh, my God. Ultimate Gamer says, I need to break up with my girlfriends. I can't. How can you handle more than one? I'm sorry. Ladies, I love you to death, but I don't know. I'm going through some shit right now, too, so it doesn't matter anyways. Dude, within the first 5 seconds of the show, I got a thumbs down right away. I think I'm up to 3 or 4 now, probably.
I see 2 on my end on the iPad, but sometimes the iPad, like I have to refresh it every once in a while.
Let's see. I can't see it. Oh, well. If I go to it, it's up on that page. I should give myself a treat. Actually, you know what? I will. I got I'm back. I've been messing with my diet lately. You've asked me about it, so I got my lettuce back. But I also got my healthy treats. Huh?
Did you get you some more Crown?
No, I didn't. I'm not going to. You know how much? The only reason is, you know how many calories are in Crown? The Crown is just full of sugar.
But are you still drinking soda?
No, I did today. I totally went right back to my freaking diet today. I said F everything.
Oh, okay. The soda, is loaded with sugar. I think like if you actually measure it out, I think we were comparing one to it was how much actual sugar would be in a Mountain Dew. And I think
is it like a handful or something like that?
I would say maybe about close to 20% of the can would have been actual sugar per Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 50 grams or something like that. And we like weighed it out and everything. And yeah,
not good.
It was a lot.
Lettuce treat, right? Though I like lettuce. It's not that. It's just, hold on. Let me stop eating. My biggest problem is, when I'm on this diet with Johnny Yuma, I always feel hungry. I don't know what it is, right? I don't know, if I'm not drinking enough water, if I'm not, who knows? But it's like, I'll eat this whole thing of lettuce. I'll even eat another one. And I'm still like, I got to eat something. My brain is telling me to eat. So that's my biggest problem with it. And then like I've been working on my house, you know, and I'm like, well, I'll treat myself today. I worked my ass off on the house, so I'll go get Taco Bell, or I'll go get Jack in the Box, and that's the biggest problem. So.
Well, there's got to be something in that food that's, telling your stomach that, hey, I'm full, and now it's not getting that certain thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
Well,
hey, I know you're sending stuff down, but you're not sending what we're used to, like growl, roar.
I think it's because I'm addicted to junk food. I love food, right?
Could be.
And I understand that Paint the Truck is back up and running. Cool. I understand that all these fast food restaurants, they put some kind of a chemical in their food that's FDA approved, right? But it makes you crave it.
MSG.
I don't know. I don't think MSG is good. It's something else. But they put something in the food that makes you crave it, right? It's like, it makes you addicted to it.
Yeah, I've always thought that too, like for why kids go bananas anytime they see a McDonald's, at least in my day.
Yeah.
You couldn't take a kid by McDonald's without, and now when I got older, I was like, they putting something in there.
Yeah, you know what it was? The Happy Meal toy.
Over McDonald's. Well, they did that at other places. You do that. They did that at Burger King and Wendy's and all the places did that. But there was something about McDonald's that, flip out over.
I see. Wait a minute. It's not the sugar. Julia says it's not the sugar in alcohol, Eddie. The liver can't metabolize alcohol and fat at the same time. So if you drink alcohol, then the fat is not being digested. So the fat is just getting pooped out. Is that what you're trying to say? So does that mean I can drink still? I don't know. Who knows? They put crack. Cajun Marines, they put crack in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Cajun Marine from the bayou living in California. All the girls must love you down there in Santa Maria. Panda, will you stop? Actually, I don't know why I'm yelling at Panda. It's Donnie who wants to play with her.
I want to go down to the bayou and just for no other reason than to go to just some small little town, find a little hole in the wall bar and just sit there and listen to people talk and eat fried gator.
And eat fried gator? I've had alligator. I tried a little bit of it because I'm allergic to seafood, so I was worried about taking it. But we were in New Orleans, and my friend got an alligator omelet. And so I took a little bite of it. It just tasted like chicken. Tasted like chicken.
Yeah, just a little bit tougher. Yeah.
So.
Or at least the gator that I ate is fried gator.
Donnie, leave her alone.
Yeah, it was just like chicken, but of course it was a little spicy because it's at a Cajun restaurant.
Yeah, they got that.
And being a little tougher. That was it. I mean, I got it every time I went there. Fried gator. Just give me fried gator. That's all I need. Give me that gator.
Well, this place we went to was we always went there because so it was across from the Marriott. The Elks convention was at the or most of the Elks members stayed at the Marriott. I didn't go. When you're president of the Elks, they pay for you to go to the convention. And that year I wasn't president, so I paid my own way. So we stayed at the cheapest spot we could find. But my friends stayed at the Marriott with the rest of the Elks members. And we went to this one place, and we ordered. It was all you could drink Bloody Mary for like $8 with the breakfast. So we're drinking it, and then the lady, we're like, all right, we like our bill, please. She's like, all right, you want some to-go cups? And I'm like, to-go cups? And she's like, yeah, for your Bloody Mary, you can take it to go. And I was like, oh shit! So we ate breakfast there every day just for the free, the all you can drink Bloody Marys with the to-go cups.
I tried a Bloody Mary once. I did not like it.
You don't like Bloody Marys?
Not a big fan of tomatoes. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes, and it's a lot of tomato juice, right? And it's like kind of spicy.
Yeah, it's basically just tomato. It's all tomato juice, and you add a little bit of hot Tabasco sauce in there, and celery. And Donnie, will you stop? And I don't know how to make it, but it's spicy. It's a little spicy, yeah. I like it, but it's good if you have a hangover in the morning. You just have a. And Elks conventions, you definitely have a hangover if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, if I have a hangover, I just wake up and I'll pound of beer, and then that generally helps it.
Yeah, well, you're lucky. See, where you work, you're the boss, so you can do that.
Yeah. Well, what's the difference? I mean, Bloody Mary's got alcohol in it.
Yeah, but we're just talking. Well, yeah, I guess so. I'm just thinking about like on the weekend stuff. You're talking about every day.
Yeah, I rarely get hangovers though.
Because there's so much water in Bud Light. That's the key to not getting a hangover, folks. What I would do when I used to get really drunk all the time, I had 2 ice cold bottles of water next to my bed, and I'd make sure I drank them before I fell asleep. Because a hangover is because you get dehydrated and your head swells, and it's not fun. So that was my trick.
I could definitely tell I was dehydrated whenever I was drinking liquor and beer back in the day. You get up and pee, and it's just like orange. I'm like, what?
That's not. We had this guy and at the Oaks Lodge, and he was every time he came in, you know, he was a cool guy. But as soon as he started, if he normally just drink beer, but the minute he say, hey, give me a shot of tequila with that beer, we're like, it's gonna be one of those days. And this guy, he was cool on just beer, but the minute he started doing both, it was just like, and they'd have to tell him too. They say his name, and they'd be like, you know, you're not supposed to drink both of those. We're gonna have to kick you out again. He's like, no, I'll be fine. 10 minutes later, why are you kicking me out? Why are you kicking me out? It was just funny. I downloaded 2 new things. I downloaded 2 new things for the Roadcaster today. The first one we talked about last night, Red Foreman.
Dumbass.
So I got that one, but I got another one that you and I both like this show, so you'll like this one.
I will put you through that fucking wall.
F is for family, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Ronnie White, what's up, Bubba? Oh, you know what it is now? See, normally Sugar and Panda sleep through my show, right? But now that I've been giving them all treats, because normally, you know, it's just I'm in the back room, and Donnie's the only one there with me, and Brownie. But now that Sugar and Panda are here, because they sleep on this bed nonstop, look at them. They're just sitting there like waiting for treats. Can you see them? There's Sugar, there's Donnie, and then, let's see if I can see Panda. Oh no, you're blocking Panda, but Panda's right behind you. That's why Donnie's tripping out, because he's like, Dad, I'm supposed to be the only one. Yeah. So I got like 5 people watching behind me now, or 4 people watching behind me. I consider my dogs people. I don't know about you. Yeah, Bill Burr, Cajun. Bill Burr. What? Come here, Donnie. See, look at him. He's just like, Dad, I want a treat. I didn't say Brownie, but here, you can come say hi to. Say hi, little girl. Huh. All right, now Donnie's going to come up. There he is. Everybody likes Donnie. Everybody loves the big old beast. I do not have a bed, by the way. The dog's
What's the last time that he was at when you weighed him?
He was 80 some odd pounds. I got to weigh him before the first because I got to go buy his new medication. You know, the flea medication? They go by weight. And last time we were there, he was, 79 pounds. So they gave him up to 80 pounds, but they said for the next month we gotta weigh him for bigger. Or weigh him again before we give you. Because it goes up to 80 pounds. Which kind of sucks because...
What I always did was just have a regular scale. And so I'd weigh myself, and then I would pick up the dog and stand on the scale and subtract the 2.
Oh no, I can't do that. They have to. The vet has to weigh it themselves, or else they won't give you the medicine. It's a prescription medicine.
I got you.
Yeah, and they're very picky about that.
I was just saying, if you're just curious on how much your dog weighs, you know, you can do that.
Yeah, but does Bubba weigh over 100 pounds?
No, he's like 40, 50, maybe.
See, my crippled ass can't pick him up anymore. They
I
don't.
did have a 100-pound bulldog at one point in time. Not Matilda. She didn't. She did. I think she got up to like 60, 70,
Yeah.
maybe 80. But my first bulldog, he got close. He got close to 100.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't think big bulldogs. Are you talking? You're talking about? Oh no, the bulldogs are like short, little, stubby feet dogs, right? You're talking about those built like the Fresno or the I said Fresno bulldogs, like the Georgia bulldogs.
Yeah, but first one wasn't a full-bred English bulldog though. They had something else.
Well, English bulldogs are the tall ones. Oh no, English Mastiff. I'm sorry.
English bulldogs are generally the
Yeah.
walk like that, the mushed up face, a pug on steroids.
Right on.
Much.
All right. Everybody's talking about drinking now. Jello shots. Oh my gosh, Jello shots. Those get you in trouble. They make those fruity drinks for girls so they'll get really drunk and then act stupid. David Potts like Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs are all right. I used to drink one when I used to play poker. As soon as they say last call, I don't drink when I'm playing poker, but I take a Jaeger bomb just because it was all pure, what do you call it, Red Bull. And now kind of wake me up a little bit to play a little longer. Eric wants to know what kind of dog you have.
I don't know what Bubba is. I've heard that he's some sort of like boxer pit coonhound mix.
You can't say that C word.
Great dog. Yeah, well, I mean that's
you got to race, you racist. All right, let's see.
I know.
We got to start doing the news. I was trying to get through this. I don't know if you know, but I played this one game like in honor of my mom. I've been playing it forever, and like on Wednesday nights they have a challenge at 6:00, and it's from 6 to 7. And it's like, why you guys got to do it during my damn show? But it's like when you earn all the points for the week, and they get mad if you don't do it. But I got a lot of news. Well, not a lot of news. I got some news today for us. In fact, let me get that going. It's time to start spreading the news. Where's my...
Yeah, I didn't get to hear much news today. There's
not much to show.
2 of my employees were there, and like their daughter was there, and they're just... So, I was trying to watch Crowder. Only thing I got like halfway through, and I really couldn't even hardly pay attention to it because I don't see how they talk so much, just about nothing.
What are you talking about? We just did that for half an hour. Or actually, I've been doing it for an hour now.
Yeah, but they're really loud.
Yeah.
They're really loud.
All right, let's see. I was looking up the show Life and Time about Tim or whatever. I want to see. I want to watch it sometime. Because Crowder talked about it on the show the other day. I actually didn't watch any Crowder today. I was a lazy bum today. I didn't do a dang thing.
I don't like how this Mug Club thing works where, like, if you don't watch it live, you got to wait several hours before it pops up. I'm sure it's for good reason. I don't know what well, they got to finish up Mug Club. I know they got to do that. And then...
I think the reasoning behind that is just they have to upload it to their website.
Yeah, but after you would figure they would have something, because after you do a show, you can automatically go back and rewatch it, can't you?
Yeah, because YouTube is set up like that. I don't know if the Blaze is set up like that, because like with the software setup, so like I noticed, like think about well, you don't use Google Drive. For anybody out there that uses Google Drive, when you upload something up to Google Drive, it'll upload right away. It'll take, well, depending on how fast your speed is, but you won't be able to really watch it for a while. So I think that's what's going on. And like the software they're using, like there's software you can buy where you can live stream, right? It goes straight out, but that doesn't record it. So you have to record it too and then upload it again, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I think, just being the nerdy software whatever guy that I am, I think that's what's going on. Right?
Yeah, could be.
So That's
That's
just
generally when it's the quietest at my shop is right when I get there. Because generally my employee is, I send them off to do something, to go make juice or do a bank run or go to the grocery store, and I have like the first couple hours where, it's quiet time. So I just watch Crowder.
yeah. Oh, God, Rats of Harley. See you later, bud. Sorry, we've been bullshitting this whole time. Bread.
Adios.
Let's see. I don't know why he's saying bread. I must have missed something. Oh, Bread is in the house. Never mind. What's up, Bread to kill y'all? That's why. What's up, Jim Bob? Haven't seen you in a while either. How you doing, buddy? All right, let's get to this news stuff. All this crazy stuff. We don't have too much today. So it says lawmakers slam Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen for skipping hearing on distribution of PPP funds. I'm guessing that's the Planned Parenthood. Is that who PPP is? Because, Planned Parenthood donates so much money to the Democrat Party.
Yeah, I think this might be about, let's see, I couldn't say for sure until, you go through it, but I think it might be in reference to the COVID, the hearing on the COVID relief. So I think that PPP is what my business got, because I'm considered a small business, which I am. I have like 8 total employees between 2 shops. So they gave us this grant that you didn't have to pay back as long as you spent 75% of it on payroll. And some people got in trouble, like Shake Shack, that big ass franchise.
All right, I'll check it out, Julius.
They got that money. They got that money too. I think they had to give it back. So
a lot of big corporations had to give it back.
They got the grants, and their Planned Parenthood is not a small business. So that's what I think it is.
Okay, sorry. Had to finish this piece of lettuce. See what I mean, guys?
Yeah, payroll protection program.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me put something down my...
Or payroll protection.
Oh my gosh, that lettuce. I thought you were going to talk for a few seconds longer. Don't you hate it when lettuce gets stuck in your teeth and stuff? All right.
I don't eat lettuce that much.
Well, lettuce or bread or anything.
Only if
for that
I'm
matter.
having a Caesar salad. Peanuts, like cocktail peanuts, are the worst for me because you'll get I guess there's like a little film that comes off and it'll get laid right on your tooth.
That's what I got going on right now on the side of my mouth with a piece of bread. I'm on camera. I don't want to, start digging. All right, here we go. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has ignited anger amongst Republicans and Democrats alike for skipping a hearing on the COVID-19 relief. Yellen and SBA Administrator Isabel Guzman do you ever remember on Married with Children? They always made fun of the Mexican reporters because they'd be talking perfect English, and all of a sudden they said their name and they'd be like, "Hi, how you doing today? I am Rebecca Guzman." It was funny how they always changed it.
Yeah.
All right. But Guzman was the only one who showed. The Democrat and Republican leaders of the committee both slammed Yellen for refusing to testify, especially considering she played a major role in implementing the program itself. Additionally, Chairwoman Nydia Velasquez, that's weird. I never heard Nydia before, said that Yellen's refusal was in violation of the law. The $900 billion COVID-19 relief package passed by Congress in March requires the Treasury Secretary and the SBA Administrator to testify on distribution of funds under the Paycheck Protection Program. Without her at the table, this committee cannot properly fulfill or oversight responsibilities to American taxpayers nor the nation's entrepreneurial community. Wow. Not good. Not good. Wonder what she's trying to hide.
I didn't know it was an option to
not show up.
I guess whoever has to testify in court next, just say, "Nah, I'm not coming."
I know, right?
I didn't think that was how does, yeah.
Next time the
Like,
FBI
especially
knocks
if
on
you're
our doors.
subpoenaed.
Was she? I don't think she was subpoenaed. Was she
so-
subpoenaed? Let's see. I think she was just supposed to show up. She wasn't subpoenaed. But it's part of her job. It's part of her job. That's like for showing up to work. She didn't even call in sick, I guess. Who knows? What's up, Donnie J? No more treats. See, I've got 2 sitting right here, and he can smell them.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's coming. Look at him. See him? I don't know if you guys. I don't know what you can see right now. See, little monster. See?
Oh, now that's
Oh my gosh.
there you go.
Little brat. He is so spoiled, right? So I didn't even hear about.
That's what you're supposed to do to your dog.
Yeah, I guess so. The little brat. I love him to death, though. The only problem is now he wants another one. Now he's got a wet mouth right now, and he's drooling all over me. Did you hear about this? Well, you didn't watch the news, I guess. So there's multiple fatalities and injuries in California shooting. The suspect is dead. I saw something saying that there was an active shooter today, and I think it was San Jose. Yeah, San Jose. So a Valley Transportation Authority VTA employee opened fire on his own co-workers Wednesday morning. Wow. Leaving 8 people dead and several others injured. The incident occurred in San Jose at the VTA facility, which provides maintenance for trains. I know exactly where this facility is. It's right off the 87 freeway. Sheriff, oh my, look at this. I told you he's going to come back for more. Look, he's just sitting here. Little stinker.
No.
See what I mean?
No, Donnie.
Damn dog. You're not getting another one. You probably won't leave me alone till that thing's gone. And so anyways, it says where the shooter was identified as Samuel Cassidy, 57, and was pronounced dead at the scene following a self-inflicted gunshot wound, so he killed himself. Sheriff deputies confirmed the suspect was a VTA employee along with several other victims. They found evidence of potential explosive devices and are now sweeping the building. Wow. That is crazy. San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo offered condolences to the family of the victims and said more information will be released as the investigation continues. What would make somebody go into work and just shoot the place up? Have you ever been that pissed off at your boss that you'd want to just go in there and shoot the place up? Oh my gosh, get some. Get some wrote VTA is a killer place to work. All right, Julius, we'll check it out. Oh, thank you, Lisa.
There's something in a mass shooting that they know who it is, and they're reporting on it.
Thank you,
There's
Lisa.
something very interesting missing from this, and that means that they're not going to give a fuck about this story tomorrow.
Probably
They're
not.
gonna move on. They're going to move on because there's one key element does not fit their narrative. So this will go away tomorrow. Sadly.
How are you guessing that off of the name?
No, I'm saying they're not showing a picture, but they know who it is.
Yeah.
So, but generally, and we all know the stereotype on who are mass shooters. If they had all of those pieces of the puzzle, then.
So you're saying if it was a white man, his picture would be up
that.
there right now?
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm.
Think about it. These VTA employees are government officials. You know they got a picture somewhere, right? And I mean, how hard is it to go and look somebody up on Facebook or something like that? So I mean, I totally get you. I really do.
And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But it's just I notice a pattern. I definitely notice a pattern.
I think we all are noticing that pattern, big guy. All right, sorry guys. When I have drunk uncle on the line,
he was a white dude.
Hold on, I gotta
Get some said he was a white dude.
Was he?
So that's interesting because generally that would be in the headline.
Yeah, normally they say white man. We'll have to look at another news outlet. Maybe it'll be on there. Sorry, guys, and just so you guys know, I can't really see the chat. I'm watching. When I have Drunk Uncle on here, he is up here on this screen, and if watch this, if I open up the channel where if I want to read my news up here where Drunk Uncle is, now Drunk Uncle is gonna freeze. If you notice, he's freezing. He's frozen. But as soon as I go back to it, for some reason, it unfreezes. So, see how he's not frozen anymore? So what I have to do is, I can't use this screen anymore for reading the news. So when I'm reading the news, I can't see the chat. So if I miss something you guys say, yell at Drunk Uncle and he'll yell it at me or something like that. So we can mention it. So we're not ignoring you guys. We're just, I got to get another screen basically.
I try to pay attention to the chat, but
you're also trying to pay attention. It's hard.
The way I'm used to paying attention to it.
Yeah, if you guys don't,
it really is. And you got news articles to read, and you're running through the Streamlabs, and who knows what it looks like on your end. But yeah, it's definitely not as easy as it seems. And I'm only trying to look here and talk.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm lucky. I used to actually run a news for Fresno State. So I've actually been the guy, controlling all the keys and stuff like that. So I have training in it. So I'm lucky that way. I have a little bit of experience. He is like, oh my gosh, look at him. Oh wait, you can't see him. See him? He's just like,
oh yeah, I see him.
It's like, Dad. See, he's like smelling it. He's like, I know it's there, Dad. I know it's there. Gosh darn puppy. I'll just give it to him. Here. There. Take it. Now go away. No more. Because then I got to give them all to the other dogs, too.
Now, Brownie saw it.
You saw her coming up?
You do that.
Yeah.
Well, no, I seen her when you put it in his mouth. She was, and see, now the other one's seen it.
All right, there you go, Brownie. There you go, Panda. Sugar. Where's Sugar? Oh, there you are, Sugar. There you go, mamas. All right. Sorry, guys. We do a show with dogs. If you're not a dog lover, I don't know why you're here. No, I was kidding. Now, we love our dogs on this show. And turtles. And cats and pigs, I guess, right? Because I got a cat and a pig. I used to have a turtle when I was a kid. Maybe instead of getting fish in my fish tank, I should put some turtles in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I just saw that David Plot says it's funny about how they're doing the turnaround on this Wuhan. There was a whole bunch of articles on it today, but I didn't want to go to it because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't have any strike. I only have one strike right now. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube again. So I figure I'll play it safe. There's so many out there. Uh-oh. Kim says buffering. Is anybody else buffering? Let me look. Is it buffering on your end?
Not on my end.
No? Okay. I'm sorry, Kim Tone. I guess you're the only one. Julius, this is the Dog and Pony Show. Heck yeah, it is. We love our animals here. All right, so Facebook ends... Oh, here, this is what I was going to talk about. So Facebook ends ban on posts claiming COVID-19 is... And I won't say the words, right? So they took the ban off, but still, if you say it on YouTube, you'll get in trouble. Right? So that's why I'm worried about it. I'll show you this one. It just says, Facebook said Wednesday would no longer ban posts suggesting COVID-19 was blah, blah, blah. Amid mounting calls from President Biden and other officials for further investigation into it. So they're definitely looking into it. But, it sucks that you have to worry about this.
Did people actually get kicked off of Facebook, permanently because of these things? You would assume yes.
I think so, yeah.
So what are they going to do to fix that?
They're not.
Well, of course not. But
yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's weird how things like this work. The way that they just get to go, my bad.
Yeah. Dude, will you go sit down now? All right, I'm going to have to put you outside if you're going to keep doing this. And you don't like being away from me. Yeah, Kim Tone, I don't know why it's buffering. Now Get Some says it's buffering. You know why? Because we're talking about this, maybe. Let's put something else up. Are you buffering at all, Drunk?
No.
No? Okay.
know?
Okay. Well, then, I don't know what to say, folks. I really don't. I wish I could help. It's maybe try. You know what? I think YouTube in certain areas they're still having issues all the time. Hold on. Let me make sure I catch this commercial before the. I wonder if I paid for Fox News if I wouldn't have to watch the commercials. I wouldn't pay for it though. I'm a cheapskate. Come on. It's so slow. I really want to get this new computer one of these days. Just one of these days. Because we didn't have this many issues when I had my iMac. My big computer.
Oh, I don't remember me telling you about that 2-computer streaming system that I told you should ask Jim Bob about.
Yes.
I just didn't know if you had spoke with him about it.
No, I hadn't yet. I hadn't seen him.
It sounds like. Yeah. Well, he was in here early. He's still here.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
I'm sure he knows exactly what I'm talking about. But my computer guy, and he was just kind of talking over my head. So I just wrote down. He said 2 PC streaming, and he was like, you just Google it and it'll pop right up.
Do you hear that, Jim Bob? Somebody wants Drunk Uncle's guys talking about doing Meet Jack. Dude, they play the commercial so much that Andy in Colorado's like, Meet Jack and Barbara, real B&H photos. Cause yeah, Jim Bob, if you're still in here, they're talking about I need to do something about a 2-computer system. I don't know what that means. So I think it might be over both of our heads to even doing it. Anyways, Michigan high school violates federal law by opposing religious language in the grad speech. Wow. A principal told valedictorian that Christian remarks not appropriate for a speech in a school public meeting. Why can't you say that? What's wrong with that? So it says, Michigan student Elizabeth Turner is fighting back after her public high school told her not to include certain religious content in her upcoming valedictorian speech. Hillsdale High School principal Amy Goldsmith took issue with the portion of Turner's draft that mentioned her belief in Jesus Christ, according to a complaint obtained by Fox News. Sent by First Liberty on Wednesday, the complaint alleges that the Michigan school violated federal law allowing private religious speech at school events. Turner's draft speech read, "For me, my future hope is found in my relationship with Christ. By trusting him and choosing to live a life dedicated to bringing his kingdom glory, I can be confident that I am living life with purpose and meaning." What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? It says, my identity is found by what God says, and who I want to become is laid out in Scripture. Whether we want to admit it or not one of us can be certain of how our lives will unfold. But we do know the trials will come. The reality of this is that we face an unpredictable future. And while we're making these plans to prepare, ultimately none of us are promised tomorrow, making it all that more important to make today count. I don't see anything wrong with that speech. Anything wrong with it. I mean, come on.
I'm not even really religious that much, and I really don't see anything bad about that at all. But it makes you wonder, what if it was an atheist or agnostic or Muslim? Is it just,
Well, that's where this
it would
stuff...
be so cool if you could have, which I think kind of parallel universes are, a likelihood to be able to see those scenarios play out. Because everybody says, oh, if Trump would have said that, what Biden just said, then all this stuff would have happened. And I'm just like, it would be so cool to have those two mirror societies where that one thing is changed. Like this particular valedictorian is an atheist, and they going up there saying,
well, an atheist wouldn't be saying God is what put her here.
On your own. Would they tell them that they couldn't say that? Or if they were like, praise Allah, well,
there's actually video out there.
What the motive is.
There's actually video out there where I think it was President Trump and President Obama said the same exact thing, but different people or the same people said, "Oh, F that, you can't say that," because it was Trump. But then when Obama said it, it's like, "Oh, yay, Obama!" Right? But all this stuff started was because I think of the Muslims. You know, you couldn't talk about God in school because you were upsetting the Muslims and other religions, right? So we can't say we can't talk. I know it was about Muslims because I remember saying to myself, so we can't talk about our Christianity and our faith in school because we don't want to upset the Muslims, but then they can wear their hijab, right? Because their hijab is part of their religious decor, right? But they can wear that to school. Mm-hmm. So she can wear a hijab because it's religious to school, but I can't talk about God because it's religious. It doesn't make sense. Who are we bowing down to? I thought this was America, you know? Oh, I got to download that America. Fuck yeah. Remember that show, Team America? Remember that movie, Team America?
Wasn't that a pretty old movie, like maybe 15 years ago?
Yeah, it's a South Park movie. The guys from South Park made it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about it.
David Potts says Christianity is the new false white privilege boogeyman for the far leftists. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, okay, so let's continue this on. It says a screenshot attached to the letter shows Goldsmith highlighting the portion in a Google Doc and urging Turner not to use religious language. It says you are representing the school in this speech, not using the podium as your public forum. We need to be mindful about the inclusion of religious aspects. These are your strong beliefs, but they are not appropriate for speech in a school public setting. I know this will frustrate you, but we have to be mindful of it. And like you're right, I bet you if that was a Muslim student, this teacher or this principal wouldn't be saying that shit to her. And look, they're showing right there. They're showing the highlight of how she... Why does she even have to give her speech to the principal? Right? It's her speech. I'd be like, shut the F up. So Goldsmith replied, I think one can call for a life of purpose without overtly using the words death and tragedy, while there is a degree of freedom. Let's see what Turner said. Turner is the student. That conflicted with U.S. Department of Education and Guidance. First Liberty argued. Guidance issued in January 2020 shows the department stating that students' remarks are not attributable to the school simply because they are delivered in a public setting. So I think this I think they're going to get fired. What do you think? Or at least definitely get in trouble.
Yeah, she's not being paid to give that speech.
No.
So, yeah.
They're just trying to take everybody's free speech.
What would even happen? And this is like a graduation speech, right?
Yeah, she's class valedictorian.
Grad speech. So what are they going to do if she just does it anyway?
Right?
I just do it anyway.
I mean, remember when we were worried about kids streaking and you know stuff like that at the graduation? All she's doing is talking about God. Big freaking deal. I don't. They
told me they weren't going to let me graduate because I had a labret piercing there was a spike, and they said it was a weapon.
Are you kidding me?
Luckily, it had already healed up. They made me take it out, or they said they weren't going to let me graduate or let me walk or something. And I was like, well, shit, my mom's here, my dad's here, my grandparents are here.
Yeah.
I guess I got to do it. But what was weird, see, I was kind of a hoodlum in school. Mm-hmm. At least for the first 2.5 years, I was a pretty big hoodlum. But a buddy of mine, well, not a buddy, but a classmate of mine, had his labret pierced with an even bigger spike. And they didn't say anything to him. But
all because of who you are, drunk.
I didn't find that out till later. Yeah, I didn't find that out till later, so.
I would have had a shitstorm. I would have gone crazy.
Yeah. It is what it is. A long time ago.
Yeah.
Like 20 years ago? Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember one of my professors, I came home one day, and I noticed my professor, or not a professor, it was high school. So one of my teachers' cars was out there, and he was the band teacher, and I mean he harassed me he didn't like me, so I was the head drummer. I still to this day I can't read music, right? But I could play the drums. And he hated that. And I always, I was a shit talker. I got straight A's in high school, so I pretty much got away with everything. And so I would always talk shit to him. So one day he shows up at my house and starts telling my mom about how I'm mean to him in class and how I'm rude and this and that. And my mom says, how old are you? Because I'm sitting there right in the room as this is going on. And he's like, excuse me? And my mom's like, aren't you the teacher? He's like, yes, ma'am, I am. And he's like, so you're coming to me to bitch that you can't control my 16-year-old son. She's all, whoop his fucking ass. Yell at him. She's all, do something. Be a fucking man. And I just started laughing. My mom was like, you're an adult. Why are you acting like a kid and running to his mommy? That's exactly what my mom said to him.
Stop being a bitch.
Pretty much, right? Oh my gosh. So anyways, check this out. A brawl breaks out at Ohio water park after a guest attempts to cut the surf ride line. Hell yeah, I hate people that cut in line, don't you? I talk shit to them. It's like, I know you ain't cutting in line in front of me. No, Donnie.
Mike, excuse me, it's back there.
That's the biggest reason why I hate.
I'm just sitting on the right. Yeah, everybody else here for the same thing.
Oh yeah.
But I'm in a hurry. Don't care. Don't care.
So at at theme parks, I get to go to the front of the line, right? Because I'm in my wheelchair. But you really don't. People don't know this. You don't really get to go to the front of the line. So here's what happens: you go to the ride. And you have they give you a piece of paper, and they say, okay, the ride is an hour-long wait for the line. So they give you a piece of paper, and you can come back in an hour and then go on that ride. So You're not cutting in front of the line. It's just their lines are so tight, my wheelchair can't get through there. And plus, like I have stomach issues. What if I have to go to the bathroom? So they make it available like that for you. So I remember one time, we're sitting there, and I show up. It's my turn, and this guy says, I've been waiting for fucking an hour for this ride. You better let that motherfucker go in front of me and stuff like that. I can hear him talking across the way before they even ask me where you want to sit. And so then the guy's like, where would you like to sit? And I was like, I'll take his spot right there. And they put me right in front of him and let me go in front of him. And I can understand.
I made a reservation, bitch.
Yeah. It's like I can understand him being upset but he didn't know the way it works. I still had to wait my hour to get on your ride. And now what they do is they even give you, it's like an app. So it's on your phone now. Because what I used to do is I get that little piece of paper and I go around the park and go to every single ride and get a piece of paper. So then when I got off the first ride, I just went right on the next one. So I kind of was skipping the lines a little bit. And they realized that people did that. So now it's all on your phone, and you cannot sign up for any other ride until you get on that first ride. So that way you can't go on more rides than other people.
I gotcha.
But nowadays with COVID, you can't cut. You can't do it anyways because the lines are quick now. I'm sure, right? They only let quarter amount of people in there. Donnie, will you stop harassing me? That's why I didn't want to give you a treat the last time. Anyways, let's get back to this brawl.
I think I've been to a theme park in like 10 years. But yeah, let's get to the brawl.
Last time I went to one was last year, I think, or a year and a half ago. All right, some people may be partying a little too hard at theme parks this summer. Starting to sound like the news guy. Donnie, stop. I'm going to tap you on the nose for that one. A brawl broke out at an Ohio water park that resulted in at least 2 people being knocked out and also being arrested. Wait a minute, they got knocked out and arrested? I mean, come on. If they got knocked out, they already had their punishment, right? This is just the latest incident involving violence at Ohio theme parks. What's up with Ohio? Oh my gosh, look at that girl. Well, yeah, I don't know if you can see the picture yet. This girl is like passed out on the ground. Do they have the video? No, they're not.
Can't see her whole picture.
No, we'll have to see it. It'll come up in a second. Hopefully they're showing the video. It says the incident occurred at Kalahari Resort at Waterpark. Yeah, you see it? and water park in
Yeah.
Sandusky, Ohio. Isn't Sandusky, Ohio, where the Tommy Boy movie was based out of? I'm not sure. Anyways,
I don't know.
according to witnesses, one of the guests involved in the fight sparked the altercation when they attempted to cut in line at the surf ride. At one point, 23-year-old Brittany Cabay from Michigan allegedly threw several punches at an unidentified man. He reportedly responded by throwing her to the ground, which resulted in her losing consciousness. Well, you know what? He's got to protect himself. I'm sorry, if you're a woman and you want to start punching a man, he didn't punch her back, it says. So I can say that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
When a park EMT arrived on the scene, Cabay's boyfriend allegedly attacked a park worker. Zachary Colson reportedly threw several punches at the EMT worker before being tackled, hitting his head on the ground, and also losing consciousness. So it sounds like these line cutters can't even fight. Erie County Sheriff Paul Sigsworth spoke with Cleveland 19 News, saying they were both very intoxicated and they were also combative. The male was combative with our deputies. He was charged accordingly and also had a warrant out in the state of Michigan. Both the Bay and Colson were taken into custody and facing charges of disorderly conduct. Do they have the video? They say there was video of it. It says video shows. Oh, wait, let's go here. Maybe we'll get to see the video. I want to watch the video. The New York Post. Let's hit play.
Must be one of these theme parks or water parks where you can bring a cooler in.
Maybe. It's taking a while to pop up. You know what? Let me see if I can copy the link. Copy video address. Let's put.
I don't know. Do they? They don't. I don't think they do it at the theme park here. We have a Carowinds here, but I don't think they serve like in Disneyland and stuff. Well, Disneyland might be a little different.
You could buy a beer at Disneyland, but it's like
you couldn't go to like a kiosk and buy beer. Because they don't want people like throwing up on roller coasters and shit.
No, they sell beer at Six Flags
I don't know.
too.
I just thought, they would. Do they? Well, like I've only been to Carowinds.
Yeah.
That's
all right, here we go.
The only place I've ever been.
It's not very good video. Why does it keep stopping? You know, let me just go to YouTube and we'll find it on YouTube. It'll probably be better. It's called.
Let me take this time to go
to the bathroom.
I'll comment when I get
back. Here we go. Here's the video. Oh my goodness. That wasn't just... He punched her. He punched her. Okay, homegirl needs to pull her bikini down or whatever. Man, they took him down. It should be coming. You should be watching it right now, drunk. It should be showing.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of blood, or some blood coming out of her temple, it looked like.
You thought she died, Julius? Yeah, I know. That's not really much of a brawl, is it?
So who's the one that skipped the line?
I'm guessing the white folks.
Is that person out there?
I think it's the girl that skipped the line. I think she skipped the line because remember they said the girl. Oh, David Potts wants me to re-show it. All right, let me see. I already closed the window. Let me do it again. I'll re-show it. Oops. Here we go. Let's see it again. And I don't have the same video now. Here it is right here. So right now it looks like they're just wrestling. They're just wrestling. Yeah, he punched the girl. He punched her. He didn't just push her down. I love how this lady picks up a chair and can barely pick it up. Then this guy gets taken down. I don't know, drunk. I don't know. Crazy people just doing stuff when you're drunk. Do you ever get really drunk and do something stupid like that? I know I have.
Yeah, supposedly it was one night on Jägermeister, and they have no idea why I done this, but they said I was done DJing for the night. I was letting my closer do his thing, and I was just in the crowd, and they said as far as they know, I just turned around and took a swing at somebody, and the person just, I was like really, really drunk, and they just, backed up, so I just didn't hit anything. And then the security guards all came in because they were going to be on my side, and they were just like, he's like, I have no idea what the hell just happened.
Yeah, Lisa's right. Yeah, Lisa's right. Only a punk hits a woman.
I think that was the night that I just said to hell with Jägermeister, staying the hell away from it.
Yeah.
Just going to beer.
Oh, they have it on video? You never seen? Right on. Yeah, you don't hit a woman, but I mean, if she's punching you and you got to like push her away from you, I can understand pushing a woman away from you for hitting you. But you don't ever hit a woman, no matter what.
Not even a backhand?
Not even with the backhand.
I mean, it's kind of taboo to say that, but I don't know, man. I don't. Nobody should be hitting anybody by any means. Mm-hmm. But if we're held to a standard where we're not supposed to hit back at all, like, that's why they feel so comfortable. Some 90-pound girl or 100-pound girl, or who, it doesn't matter. She's a 200-pound girl. Feels comfortable throwing punches at a damn grown man all willy-nilly.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's just the way I was raised. You know what I mean? You push her off, or
oh, I know.
What I do is I go find another woman.
The rules. I know the rules. I just don't understand them.
Back in my days,
I got smashed over the face with one of my old girlfriends with those old school like glass ashtrays.
Yeah.
That were like all the pokey things on them. Hey, I got smashed in the face with one of those, and I was just like, I can't do nothing, but, I mean, she fucked me up.
Yeah. Well, that's why you have friends that are girls that are fighters.
If you're dealing with the Antifas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always got to have a friend that's a girl.
Antifas, you can't even tell.
Yeah. No,
you can't tell who they are because they're all covered up.
Yeah, that's true, right? Look at this. So, Florida teen shot after front yard argument turns violent.
They don't identify as a girl.
What if they don't identify as a girl? Oh my god.
Do you get a pass if they identify as a man?
Do you remember what show was it? There was somebody that maybe it might have been Steven Crowder, but they were interviewing or talking to somebody, and they said, "You can't talk to me about being pregnant because you're not a woman." And he's like, "But I identify as a woman." And then shut that person up real quick. It was somebody. It was something about abortion, and I forget who it was.
Yeah.
Is Johnny Yuma in here? Hey, what's up, Johnny? Eating my lettuce.
In the house.
Eating my lettuce. My leafy lettuce. That's what Johnny's got me on. So it says
Paulie, I've had a lot of wild, crazy women. That seems to be who I'm attracted to. I'm just never good.
Yeah. Well, Carol says, I always said if you're woman enough to hit a man, you better be woman enough to be hit by a man. Some bitches be taking advantage. Like, yeah, that's what drunk says, but still, I don't know. It's just the way I was raised. You never hit a woman. Yeah. But that's just me.
Don't gotta go full ham on them. Like if a man starts a fight with you, you go until one of them's on the ground. But like I said, just maybe a little smack.
Yeah. It's funny how everything's evolved.
Not to say that I do that by any means. It's just,
yeah. I
don't know. I think about these things like that.
Yeah, well, there's some comedian. I think it was Chris Rock. He was like, he's like, sometimes you think things you just want to do. He's all, there's a reason. There's a reason to push an old man down the flight of stairs. You just don't do it. Right?
Yeah.
He's all, there's a reason to push, or whatever. And I mean, there's reasons to do it, but I just don't do it. It's just the way I was raised. Just like, I was raised that the man is supposed to go to work every day and take care of the family. And when I was married, my wife, she worked, at the beginning she worked like at a CVS, and she worked only a couple hours a week. She's not a very much of a worker. Let's put it that way. And so, I'd come home and the house was a mess, and I'd be like, and she's like, well, I worked today. I was like, you worked 4 hours. I'm a plumber and I'm handicapped, And so that's just the way I was raised, If the man goes to work and the wife stays home, the wife cleans the house. But I also told her at the same time, if you go to work all day and I'm home, I'm going to be the one cleaning the house. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm happy to be single now. My house, I'm not going to lie, my house is kind of tore up right now. But I'm a bachelor. It's my house, right? I can do that. But I've been working on it. I've been getting it cleaned up. I don't know. I started thinking about maybe I should try and find, I started thinking about because I was bored today. And I was like, I got to go to drunk.
Andy's right. Is that if they come out with a weapon, all bets are off. If she's a little thing, just push her away. You wouldn't even have to push her away. You just, her head runs into your hand, and you just sit there holding her back while she's like
the old cartoons.
Like, yeah. Wear yourself out.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Nice Guy says some women like getting beat up. Yeah, you know what? It's funny how that works. Why? Maybe some women in here can explain this to me. Why do some women, not all women, but why do some women like being treated like shit by a man? Right? I've noticed it. There's been times where I've asked these girls out on dates, and they're like, no, when you see them getting treated like shit by all these men. And so then one day I tried out. I'm like, all right, well then fuck you, bitch, and started ignoring them and stuff like that. And all of a sudden she came around and she's like, how come you don't call me anymore, right? Why do girls like the bad boy?
Chase mixed with it's the chase mixed with low self-esteem and a constant need of I don't know how to put it, but. Yeah, I've noticed the same. One of the hottest girls I ever started dating, that's exactly what I had to do. I watched all my DJ, and I was just like, man, what the hell? I was like, I don't want to play this stupid game. And so I was like, all right, I'm just going to try it.
They're saying I need a topless maid.
It worked.
Yeah.
Once we were together, I wasn't treating her like shit, but it was like, she was a waitress, and I go in and, I asked her, I was like, hey, let's go out on a date or something like that.
Yeah.
She's kind of like passive on it. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then, but one point in time, I was just, like, so what's up? We ever going to go out on a date or anything? And she's like, well, yeah, I want to be friends. I like you as a friend. And I was like, well, I've got enough friends. Check. And she was like, what? I was like, I've got enough friends. Can I have my check, please? And she was like, yeah, but don't leave. Don't leave. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And she had her other this was at Hooters, and like she had her other waitress there, like talking to me and stuff. And brought it back, and I immediately put on the tip and signed it and handed it right back. She's like, I gotta go take care of a table. Don't go anywhere. And as soon as she left, I just got out and walked out. Next thing you know, she's standing at my car like, okay, let's go out on a date.
Yeah. Well, remember, I mean, look, you know what I've been going through?
It's a stupid game.
We've been talking about this for a while. I had to do the same thing the other day, right? But also remember, like a couple weeks ago, I was like, yeah, how come I'm always the one that got to text first? I ain't going to text at all. And remember what happened right away? All of a sudden, they start just texting me. Remember? We've been talking about it. It's just weird. The game. Why both men and women? This goes for both of us. Why do we have to play games to be in a relationship? Right? What happened to just, hey, you know what? I like you. I want to date you. Why is it all got to be about the games? That's why I don't want to date anymore. Sometimes I feel like, why should I date? Right?
Yeah, I think I don't know if this was a joke or if this has been studied, but when you meet somebody for the first time, within 5 seconds, you process whether or not you want to be intimate.
Oh, I don't doubt
it. Within the first 5 seconds. So I know a comedian brings it up, walk up to a girl, wait 5 seconds, be like, hey, we fucking or not? I know you've already made up your mind if I'm attractive or not. So should we continue or should I just move on?
Yeah, I don't know.
A crass way to approach it, but he's just talking, about, how supposedly the mind works, and you figure that stuff out within just a few seconds.
Yeah. Well,
if you're attracted to the person, pretty much immediately.
Yeah. This person I was talking to, they had like a past, and so they were like, oh, I'm not ready to date. But then what the one word they said to me is like, we're just joking around. They're like, well, you'll never see this. And I'm like, well, then if I'm never going to see that, that means we're never going to be dating. So then why are we talking? Anyways, let's move on. Eddie, hookers are dirty, just saying. You know why Carol's saying that to me? Because, what's up, Snooks? Oh, thank you. What happened is I had an old friend.
Yeah, that's me.
I haven't seen Snooks in a while, but I had this old friend, and he'd always tell me, he's like, you know what, Eddie? He's all, you know why I buy hookers? And I'm thinking in my head, yeah, because you can't get a girl. And he's like, because I've been married 5 times. He's like, and every time I got divorced, I had to give him half my shit. He's all, so I buy a hooker because she's cheaper. And I'm just like, okay. And now that I've gone through a divorce, I'm like, oh my God.
And she leaves.
Right? Yeah, and she leaves. That's exactly what he said. I don't know. I think I just gotta, I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I love the companionship of having somebody around all the time, though. But then on the other part, it's like, I don't want to fight with them all the time. I don't, have the show. Everybody gets jealous. Everybody thinks I'm talking to other girls on this show. They're like, Eddie gets all the girls. No, I don't.
Oh, did that volcano go off in Hawaii? I heard something about that yesterday.
I don't know. If she wants to hang out and respond to you, then she wants. Well, check this out, though. Here's the problem. Just real quick. The person I was talking to, I'm going to get this out real quick, and that's it. They said they just wanted to be friends, and we wanted to hang out all the time, but anytime I talk to a girl on here, I get in trouble, right? We talked about this, drunk. They'd be like, why are you talking to Sarah? Or what, you going to have Sarah back on your show again? It's like, what? I thought you just want to be friends. So.
Yeah.
Or somebody would be like, hey, Eddie, can we go out to dinner? And then you would see that person go in the chat room and like, oh, aren't we supposed to have lunch tomorrow, Eddie? When are we going to have lunch? Remember all that stuff, But no, they weren't jealous. They didn't like me. All right, I'm done. Where were you going? I'm sorry.
Bitches be tripping.
Exactly.
Bitches be tripping.
Exactly. But hello, Snooks. How are you doing? Hello, all the ladies. I still love you all. I'm just a little butthurt right now. Can I say that? All right. Anyways, back to this. Why is always arguments like we were talking earlier? Why does arguments got to turn into bringing a gun? What happened? You get in a fight with somebody and you use your fists. Remember in the movie Friday, Craig? That's not how you fight. This is how you fight, Craig. With these two fists. You don't need no gun, son. Remember that?
Yeah, because generally, I mean, every time I've gotten in that I can remember, every time that I've gotten into a fight, I respect the person after the fight, and most of the times we become friends, or at least acquaintances. I don't know what it is. You get it out of the way, and you're like, well, he ain't no bitch, and I ain't no bitch, and I guess they're kind of cool. Got some respect.
So I don't know if I'm really allowed to say this or not, but I'm going to say it anyway.
There's nothing after it.
I got you, Mr. Nice Guy. Well, thank you. I don't know. I guess, I mean, it's out there.
Hey, Snoke.
So what the Proud Boys do is if you're a Proud Boy and I'm a Proud Boy and we have an issue, right? And if we don't settle it on our own, then the president calls you in and then they say, all right, you guys got to fucking fight it out. And, because then you get it over with. You fight. You're like, all right, cool. I got all my anger out. I love you, man. See you later, right? That's
We used to have 2 pairs of boxing gloves at a party house. You got beef. We gave you the boxing gloves when we sent you out into the front yard.
Yeah.
I ain't cleaning up blood.
I'll buy you dinner, Snooks. All right, but anyways, so an argument between 3 teenage boys in front of a Central Florida home early Wednesday resulted in all 3 being injured after gunshots rang out. Officers responded to a home in Winter Garden around 12:30 a.m. Of course, they're probably drinking then. Regarding the call, Captain Scott Allen said in a statement, several subjects were shot in the front yard of a residence. Allen said investigators believe there were several individuals involved in the argument in front of the house, and gunshots were fired after several minutes of arguing. EMS arrived on scene and transported the subjects to Orlando Regional High School. I mean, like I'm saying, folks, you don't need to frickin' pull out a gun if somebody pisses you off. That's not what this world is coming to. That's why so many people are trying to put these gun laws in place. Right? Somebody pisses you off, you don't pull out your fucking gun. Right? There's always one person ruining for the rest of us. Oh my freaking gosh, Let me copy link here.
And they were trying to get rid of vaping because of the kids, the flavors. Bro.
Dude, you should see all the stuff they got rid of, like the different candies that have weed in it because they're for the kids. Right?
Absolutely.
Texting me. Oh, it's PG&E. We have a mandatory.
Get new Dixie Ultra disposable cutting boards to help prevent the spread of germs and bacteria.
That's what I thought.
What the heck? Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
Siri just told me that's what I thought.
What was that?
That was Siri. It's like, that's what I thought.
Shut up, whore.
I forgot because I got Bluetooth hooked up here. I got Siri hooked up. Oh my god. Hey Siri, I love you. Let's see what she says.
That's sweet.
Hey Siri, will you marry me? Have you ever done this with her before?
I think you should save yourself for someone who's more of the actual human being type.
Oh my gosh, anyways. Or what's the other one? Hey Siri, what did the fox say? Uh-oh. You didn't hear that one, did you?
Have you? No. Have you ever asked Siri what 0 divided by
0 divided by what?
0? Ask Siri what 0 divided by 0.
Hey Siri, what's 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0 cookies, and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? See? It doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no cookies. And your friends are sad because they don't exist. Oh wow, this escalated quickly.
Okay, alright, that's good. You miss me, Snooks? Oh, I missed you too. Anyways. Yeah, so let's see. Let's get on. Do you know, well, you don't have Alexa, but if you can ask Alexa to fart and she'll fart for you.
I've got an Alexa somewhere. I just don't use it.
Yeah.
I got gave it away. I don't know.
I got it because my stepdad, he wanted it.
I didn't trust it listening all the time.
My stepdad, he whenever he wants something new, he buys 2 of them. He buys one for me and one for him, so I can teach him how to do it. And I think I'm on the losing end of that freaking deal. Like we were talking about it today. I got 2 3D printers sitting back there because he wanted to buy these 3D printers, right? And I probably spent 40, 50 hours trying to walk him through. And he lives an hour away, so he's like, "Well, don't drive up here. Just show me on FaceTime." So we're trying to FaceTime and show him how to do this stuff, and it's just. So I told him today, he's like, I'm looking at buying something, and he's all, why you look like that? I'm like, because that just means I got to spend 30 hours trying to figure out how to use it and trying to teach you how to use it. He's like, but I buy you one.
Start buying simple stuff.
Right? Oh my! Like today it was his iPad. He bought these Bose wireless headphones so he can listen because he's 85 years old. He can't hear very good. And I talked him into buying the Bose headphones because he likes watching TV with headphones on. And his other ones weren't that good. So he bought these, but they have a little quirk. Sometimes they cut off a lot and you got to connect them. And so I spent an hour today showing him how to reconnect them to his TV. I'm just like, and he's got PTSD because he was in the war and stuff. And we just start yelling at each other and... It's fun. It's funny. I should record it. Like Saturday Night Live one time, they did a skit on Alexa for old people, and my stepdad calls me up. He's like, "Hey, can you give me that, Alexa?" I'm like, "That's a joke."
Was it the one where they were trying to name celebrity names, and they were just saying the celebrity names all wrong, but the device would translate the names so they could their children could understand what they're saying?
No, it was a different one. It was a different one, yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways.
While I'm thinking about it, you like hockey, right?
I love hockey. San Jose Sharks, baby.
Well, I guess my state's team is in the Stanley Cup. We got the Hurricanes.
They're not in it's not the Stanley Cup. I haven't been watching hockey actually right now. Let me see. I don't think it's the finals yet. They're in the playoffs right now, I think.
I heard it was 2-2. Maybe it's the finals before the Stanley Cup. I'm not sure. I just have a customer that pops in and it's like,
so the
Hurricanes
going to
the restaurant next door to watch the game. And I was like,
they're in Game 5 right now. They won today. So the Hurricanes are playing the Predators, which are Nashville. Let's see. I don't even.
So it's still playoffs then.
No, it's the playoffs. It's just the playoffs. Here, we're looking at it right now. So, the playoffs.
Like the first round of the playoffs?
Yeah, it's the first round.
I don't know how hockey works. The hockey name is like basketball.
It's like basketball or baseball.
3 or 4 rounds, and then you go to the.
Yeah. So the first. Actually, this is the second round. It looks like. Because the first round is only 3 games. The first to win 3 or to win 2 games, I think, or something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, the Panthers are playing the Lightning, which is Tampa Bay. That's kind of close by you. But the Hurricanes are playing the Nashville Predators. So they won yesterday in overtime.
I wonder what their ranking is, because that customer keeps talking about the Stanley Cup, so I wonder if they're like the favorite to get to the finals.
No, I hear the Golden Knights are the favorites to win. Las Vegas. That's what I hear.
He's just hopeful, I guess.
Yeah. You're always hopeful for your team. You're always hopeful. Like, I love the San Jose Sharks. They get to the playoffs every year, but then they lose in the playoffs. Kind of like my Dodgers used to be. Oh my gosh, Snook says when she got a TV she could talk to, she talks dirty to it.
Except for college basketball. Our college basketball is legit. It's always Duke or Carolina.
What's up the future?
To their finals.
Yeah, I watch hockey still because they don't kneel at their games. But any other sport, I love the Dodgers, but I won't watch them. I just can't, the way all this shit's going on. You disrespect the American flag and stuff, but I will watch the Olympics because they say if you kneel during the anthem or you raise your fist up during the anthem, you get in trouble. So, all right, we're talking about Chicago Mayor again. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, police chief unveils new foot pursuit policy. What the hell? What the hell is this going to be?
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot and the Chicago Police Department Superintendent David O. Brown on Wednesday unveiled a new foot pursuit policy aimed at defining when it is appropriate for officers to pursue a suspect on foot. I thought if they're breaking the law, you can chase after them. Lightfoot stressed the urgency of the new policy given that foot pursuits are one of the most dangerous actions that police officers can engage in. I thought it was chasing them down by a driving pursuit. We cannot afford to wait any longer. So. Yeah. Says we cannot wait any longer to put a policy in place that regulates them. All she wants to do is regulate the police, right? So basically now, if you murder somebody and you take off running, I guess they can't chase you, right? Yeah, Future's in the house.
Yeah,
Future.
I wonder what the specifics are.
Well, let's read it.
I guess that'll be in the article.
Yeah, we're going to find out right now. It says the important parameters outlined in this policy will not only protect our officers, the public, and potential suspects during foot pursuit, but it also serves as a step forward in our mission to modernize and reform our police department. Oh my freaking gosh. Hold on.
Dumbass.
There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Future's here. Future likes this show, too.
I will put you through that fucking wall!
Under the new policy, foot pursuits will be considered appropriate only when an officer has probable cause for an arrest or believes a suspect is committing or is about to commit a crime. What's new? I thought that's the only reason why you could chase them after anyways before. What's new? Here's what's new. Officers will be discouraged from foot pursuits if the issue at hand is a minor traffic offense or a criminal offense less than a Class A misdemeanor. See, I thought that's the whole reason why cops will pull you over for your license plate light being out or stuff like that, because you know how many times they catch people with huge warrants, right? If somebody's running from you, they're running for a freaking reason. That's what I think, right? Isn't that what you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you ain't got nothing to hide, then most likely,
why are you running?
The cop's going to come up and be like, "Hey, well, no, if you let's just say you got a tail light out or something like that.
Yeah.
They're going to pull you over and be like, "Hey, your tail light's out." I mean, and if that's all that's wrong, then most likely they're just going to be like, "Yeah, I do that to people all the time that like pull into the hey, do you know your front out? Just to let them know.
So I mean, so do I.
I do that to people on the road too. Like they don't have their headlights on and it's dark. Like I flash my lights at them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I see it as they're just kind of letting you know.
Thank you, Maddie and Courtney.
Like, hey, bro, you might want to get that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to meet you crazy guys.
You get they're drunk or, you smell marijuana coming out of it. Who knows?
Yeah. No, I used to watch Live PD all the time, and that's what they talked about.
I would hope that would be the motivation of why cops pull people over for, like, things like that. Like a broken tail light or the light that's supposed to shine on your license plate or like your inspection sticker.
So Julius, are you asking?
A lot of times, like I don't.
Hold on, Julius, are you asking about this? What movie this is from?
I will put you through that fucking wall.
That's actually from a TV show called F is for Family on Netflix. And thank you, Maddie and Kim again, or Maddie and Courtney, for that $5 donation. We'll definitely meet up sometime. Anyways, what were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off, but when somebody donates, I want to acknowledge them real quick so they know, because we're on a 30-second delay or something like that. Is that your job, Colin? Your DJ job?
Colin.
Calling you.
What?
I actually do have a Streamlabs. I have Streamlabs. I think it shows it on here, doesn't it? The Streamlabs link? I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much finished with, what I was saying. I just say it, I think a lot of times it's just them trying to let people, people know.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you smell something, or you notice something, and you're like, oh well. See, this is the problems that they're going to minor traffic incidents, but that would be a minor traffic. But let's say you find out, they get out of the car and just start running.
Yeah.
And like, oh, well, I guess we can't chase after them. Next thing you know, you find a dead body in the trunk. They're running for a reason. Nobody runs for no reason, unless you're just a stupid kid.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my mom's I ran from the police when I was like 16 years old. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get my speeding ticket.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But, just saying.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Right here. This is it. Copy link address. Let me put this in the chat. You know what? Now I got to find the chat again. Hold on. Drunk Uncle is going to go dark for a minute because I can put this in the chat. Here's my Streamlabs link. There we go. All right. Let me bring Drunk back up. There we go. Now Drunk's back live again. Now we're back to where we were. There you go, Snooks. Snooks was asking about that.
Long time no see.
I've never tried that Streamlabs thing before, so let's see how that works. Sound like Al Pacino? This?
I will put you through that fucking wall!
No, if you guys haven't seen this show, you gotta watch it. F is for family.
Through the wall, man.
It's funny.
Would be like, I'll put you through the wall, man.
Yeah.
You're fucking with the wrong guy. I'll put you through the fucking wall,
Oh, yeah. So get this. So here's the Lori Lightfoot continues. Officers must also ask themselves of the need to apprehend the subject is worth more than the risk in the officers and the public safety. So you see some guy running, right? You go to pull him over, or you say, hey, come here, and then take off running. You got to stop. You got to ponder. Should I really be chasing this guy? I mean, come on. What the fuck? They're just one.
You're like, yeah, I should be chasing the guy, but damn, where'd he go?
Oh, they mentioned Strange Animal. Yeah, that's Bill Burr, Eric. They mentioned Strange Animal. Hold on, let's go. We got to do a Strange Animal. We haven't done it in a while. We haven't done our dance. Let me see if I play. I think if I play it this way, it's okay for you. So, I think you said it worked. If I played it this way. Wow, gosh darn it. Doesn't work on your end? Did we try it if you have your headphones on? And it didn't work either then too, huh?
Yeah, I don't think it did that either.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because of the conversation, because YouTube because you're talking over your phone and your laptop and you're listening over your laptop. I think that's what's cutting in and out. I think that's why.
It seems to be just music though. Whenever it's just audio, it's generally fine. But if you give me audio noise in the background, it may do that. So
maybe
I don't
we
know
should
what that is.
We should ask your buddy, your computer buddy.
Whenever you do, I put you through the fucking wall, or I hear that perfectly fine. But as soon as you play music, like I can't hear the intro song. I can't.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Snooks.
The fight, I couldn't hear really the fight because there's a lot of noise in the background.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Snooks. It does work. Okay, she just tipped us through Streamlabs. Right on. Thank you. We appreciate it. We can always use the support. Now I got to add that into my links. I didn't know it worked. Now I got to figure out how to get that too. We're gonna have to gotta give a shout out to Snooks. Snooks just donated $50. Hell yeah.
Whoop whoop. How much of that do I get?
I don't know. We have to talk about that later on. Definitely. All right. Let's
I
see.
want all the monies.
You want all the monies?
I want all the monies.
All the monies. Freaking these Simpsons jokes were too smart. Sometimes I see these and I want to click on them, but they're all there are is ads, right? You see those links at the bottom and stuff. And they always get me too, like a really hot, famous movie star or something like that, Back to show links. Uh-oh, I forgot where we were now. Where'd they go? I lost a whole bunch of them. Did I lose some? Uh-oh, where are we at right now? The Lori Lightfoot, let's see. I guess I didn't have that many links today. Let's see. Democrats, nervous. Okay, wait, we didn't watch that one yet. Teen shot. Okay. I guess I didn't have as many links as I thought. There wasn't a big news day today. But we're taking forever with it. So let's go to the next one. Democrats are getting increasingly nervous about woke culture. They're the ones that started the shit. Why are they getting nervous, right? They got what they wish for. Oh, you guys remember the fight that broke out in that Little Caesars Pizza? And they were looking for that girl and was in Georgia or something like that?
Not off the top of my head. I don't.
Well, it's coming up because I remember I saw that she's coming up. They caught her. They caught that girl. Is that Snooki? I don't think it's Snooki. I don't think it's that Snooki. If she is, hello. I used to have a crush on Snooki from the Jersey Shore. She's short and she's hot. But now she got fake boobs, and I'm not into fake boobs. All right. A New York Times opinion writer wondered in a new op-ed on Wednesday, if the progressive cancel culture push will backfire on Democrats at the polls, and he isn't the only analyst taking the question. Is wokeness kryptonite for Democrats? Yeah, go ahead.
One quick thing, just to let another Crowder fan know, David Potts, you can watch him on Rumble or join Mug Club.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's it.
I joined Mug Club. I mean, I think it's, I think he needs to be supported. I love what he does. I watch his show daily. So why not,
It's a very good mug, too.
Yeah, the mug is cool.
You gotta admit, it's a very good mug.
Remember, I broke mine.
I don't even drink coffee, but I just got it on display at my shop.
It's and what if you say you're a student, they don't check your student ID or nothing. Say you're a student, and they give it to you for $60. So $60 for a year subscription, and that gives you the whole entire Blaze website. You can watch anything on the Blaze for that. So I think it's worth it, right? But that's just me. He's
the only one I watch, but
yeah,
I noticed, I have a customer talk about Glenn Beck a lot, and I was like, oh, maybe you ought to subscribe to that Blaze because you can watch other content on there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's see. Edsall quoted several surveys finding most people are against the more radical campaigns, such as efforts to defund the police and upend traditional gender norms. And yet, he said Republicans can still point to the extreme minority that is pushing these ideas to argue the Democratic Party increasingly beholds to radicals. See, why is that? There's such little radicals out there. Why are they doing it? I don't understand, And I think it's like, these older white ladies are that with a ton of money are like they feel sorry that they're white and they have a lot of money, so they just think they got to vote that way, right? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Although central Democrats make up the majority of the party in the polls I cited above, or centrist, the fact is that a substantial minority of Democrats takes the more extreme stance, allows Republicans to portray the Democrat Party as very much in thrall as its radical wing. I don't know. I think they're messing up. I think people are coming around now. They're getting sick and tired of this shit. Yeah, I hope Crowder wins his lawsuit too. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, here it is. That's coming up next. So let's talk about this Little Caesars fight. Do you guys remember that fight? Let's see if they show the fight in here again. If not, we'll go to it. Georgia Little Caesars attack suspect arrested. Do you remember? If you see this, remember they had the baby in there when they were fighting and stuff like that, and they kind of pushed the baby away? Okay, that one.
Yeah.
So oh wait, this one's an actual video, so we can watch this one. I can eat a piece of lettuce real quick. Actually, I'm going to have one of my chocolatey snacks.
Oh, wait, we got to watch the video, so I might as well go.
All right, you go pee. It's gonna show a commercial first. What is this blue air thing? It removes 99.97% of bacteria. Can you guys hear me opening up? If you guys haven't seen these, Johnny said these are actually good. They're no sugar keto cups. And they're only a few calories. All right, let's turn the volume back.
Caught on video savagely beating another woman inside of a Little Caesars restaurant. 25-year-old Brittany Kennedy is now wanted for battery. They can't find her. Some are asking why no one stepped in to stop the attack. This thing was brutal. Chief Patrick Clayton, Richmond County Sheriff's Office, Augusta, Georgia. Chief, how you doing? Good morning to you. Why is she so hard to locate?
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Other, I think that from what our investigators and deputies are actively looking for her, and we believe that she's absconded to jurisdiction.
Wow. Okay, so she's left the area. Maybe she's left the state. We'll see.
All right, that was the video showing a little bit of it. So here we go. It says, the hunt for a woman seen on video brutally beating another woman inside a Little Caesars restaurant in Augusta, Georgia last week ended Tuesday with her arrest. Brittany Kennedy, 25, was located on the 300 block of Calvary Drive and taken into custody by Richmond County Sheriff's Department. Let's see. Kennedy was booked in the Charles Webster Detention Center and charged with aggravated assault, kidnapping, and criminal damage to property in the second degree. Lieutenant Glenn Ron told Fox News that Kennedy was charged with kidnapping because she dragged the victim against her will through the threshold of the business to continue the assault. Holy shit, they're just adding charges to this chick. Kennedy has been
not battery.
Well, they charge her with kidnapping and battery. Or assault and kidnapping.
But technically assault, like, if I remember correctly, going through my little law stuff, assault can be as much as like putting your hand on somebody or jumping at them. If they have a reasonable threat, that's assault. But I thought battery was actually like putting your hands on somebody.
They taste really good, Snooks.
Violently put your hands on somebody.
Yeah.
So I don't see how that wouldn't be battery.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. She's asking about these keto cups. I had one of my keto cups. So they're 80 calories, but they're really good. I got them at Costco. They're keto cups. They're 0 sugar and really good. Hey, I'm trying to lose weight. I got to look good for the women, Yeah, she's a garbage human.
For the ladies.
The defendant testified in the Molly Tibbetts murder trial. He lied on the stand. The prosecutors have strong evidence against him. No, I haven't read that yet. I haven't. I don't even have that in news. But Julia sent me 2 news articles I got to look at. They might be there. Oh, yeah, so I'm going to show you guys I don't think a lot of people will understand this article we're going to show, about Jackass. I don't think a lot of people knows who Jackass the show is or what Jackass the show is. It's not for everybody, believe me, right, Drunk? But what Jackass is the comedy style of beating people up and like hurting people kind of stunts. It's about like kicking people in the balls, and so it's not for everybody.
I used to like it when I can't remember his name. Mark Bam. Yeah, Bam. In the earlier ones, where every time his dad would go take a shit, he'd go in there and just start hitting him.
Yeah.
Because he knew he couldn't get up and chase after him.
Well, that's funny you mentioned Bam, because that's who's in the news right now. Jackass star Bam Margera has been accused of harassment by a longtime producer of his. Jeff Tremaine filed a civil harassment prevention in Los Angeles Superior Court. It's unclear what's going on, but they're saying, my family, Jackass has betrayed me, abandoned me, rejected me. Not all of them. I love all of them the way they love me back, but it's specifically Jeff Tremaine and Johnny Knoxville. So I feel like my family has effing done everything horrible to me and made me jump through hoops and walk on eggshells, which is impossible, and strung me along like an effing puppet to get the $5 million that I usually get when I make a movie with them. So I guess they're having a new movie coming out or something. So I don't know. Who knows? $5 million for a movie.
Actual roads on them, huh?
Yeah, you know, it's funny how once people get really big, how they stop, they abandon all their friends that were there from the beginning.
Steve Jobs done the same thing.
Yeah, some people.
Besides keeping walls around.
I won't say any names, but you guys have seen that happen to me recently with some people. You've seen some videos where I was treated pretty shitty because people think they're more famous than me now. So, and I'm not famous. I'm not saying I'm famous. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? All right. Cartoon of the day. Let's read this one. 2020. COVID may have come from a lab in Wuhan, China. And the media saying, you're a racist. You're a conspiracy theory. 2021. The media. COVID may have come from a lab in Wuhan. I really like this guy. This guy does some really good stuff. That was yesterday. Drunk Uncle's hitting that bong. You can't wait till the end of the boomerang effect comes right back and hits these libtards right in their goofy heads. And then, you know what I'm going to say?
She go!
She go!
Dumbass!
Right? Oh, I'm a pretty big deal. Hold on, I got that one too. Oh, wait, no, that was... I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a big thing. I know, Andy, I know. All right, let me see what links Julius sent me. Julius just sent me another link. All right, let's see. Let's see. Which one do we want? He sent me a couple today. Is this all from today, Julius? Yeah, today. Wow, you sent me a whole bunch. Okay, so let's watch this one, because this is the one you told me about. Let me copy link. Let's paste this one. Did I mess it up? No. We're watching a YouTube video. Yeah. Looks like a gun. You gotta, I mean, the police are gonna react, right? When you're pulling it out like this.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Right on. Mike Lindell kicked out a Republican Governors Association conference after promising to... Yeah, I saw this. Carol, you can't send me stuff with that F word in it. I saw that too. I couldn't play that one.
Right now.
You're going to get me kicked off of YouTube, Carol. You can't say that F word, remember. We can't say that F word at all. Is that a pellet gun? Or is that a real gun?
Yeah.
That's a pellet gun.
No.
It sure looks real to me.
Yeah. Yep.
You pull that out real quick. I'm not gonna know that that's a pellet gun.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know. That might be a giveaway, but you know, I really don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know
about them. This is what hand-me-down that I got from my dad. But it's not like a toy gun where they have the damn, like, you know, the orange tip on it and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of these mental health claims. He shouldn't have been shot because they were mentally ill. Well, fucking, you know, they have doctors and medication and counseling and government subsidies for this shit. I mean, They just said that they were supposed to go to rehab or something.
Yeah.
If these people don't want help, then what?
Maddie and Courtney said it looked like a sick
go
nine.
Out there and do crazy shit, you know.
All right, can you post the second one again, Carol? Actually, Carol, text it to me. If you text it to me, it's easier for me to grab. Yeah, no, I totally agree, Drunk. It's... You know, they say if they're mentally ill, you shouldn't do that, right? But if they're mentally ill, why are they out, you know, doing that stuff in the first place? I mean, shouldn't they be in a hospital or seeking treatment from a doctor? And I mean, if they're mentally ill and they go to murder you, are you not supposed to kill them? Are you not supposed to stop them from trying to kill you just because they're mentally ill? I mean, aren't most people that are trying to kill somebody mentally ill?
Do you gotta, while they're in like mid-stab, you'd be like, hey, you got any proof that schizophrenic so I know whether I can hit you back? You know, what the logic of people, I don't know.
Freaking, yeah.
No.
Excuse me, can you stop stabbing me so I can ask you if you're mentally ill or not?
Yeah.
That's like, I need to stop and think if I need to chase this man running away from me. Oh my gosh. All right, thank you, Carol. Let me.
You see some psychopath man strangling a dog out in the middle of the street. You'd be like, "Hey, are you okay? Or are you killing?" Oh shit, the dog's dead. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll mess somebody up over a dog more than a human. I don't play around with the dog cruelty. I don't play around with that.
Yeah, I remember I was in South San Francisco and I see this kid beating up a pit bull, and I stop and I'm like, hey, you need to knock that shit off. And he's like, why? I'm like, it's people like you that make these dogs mean, that make them attack other people and then give them a bad fucking name. I said, you don't hit fucking dogs. And I said, I hope that dog bites you one day. And he's like, well, what you gonna do about it, motherfucker? So I put my truck in drive and I got out, and as soon as I got out, started to get out the truck, the guy was like, oh shit, and then took off running. Right? And it's people like that, they beat the dog. I think these people that beat dogs like that are because, they know the dog won't hit them back or bite them back, They're pieces of shit. People that hit dogs.
Generally, the dog generally loves you just.
Oh yeah.
You're beating it. Yeah. Might as well be beating your 2-year-old or something.
This guy down here at my feet, if my back porch or to go into my backyard, it's got a step. So if I want to go in the backyard, I go all the way around on my scooter. That 30 seconds to 1 minute that it takes me to go from the front door to the back, Donnie thinks I've been gone for a year. And he treats me like, when you come home and the dog's like, ah, he's like that all over again. Right? And if anybody watched that video from the Fresno Home Show, Donnie always jumps on my scooter so I can't move. So he does. He jumps right in my scooter and won't let me go anywhere. What's up, Trade for Trump? Can Drunk Uncle hold that up one more time? Oh, you just read it. There you go.
I think it costs like less than $100. I think it got it my dad's birthday because he told me that he's an own felon.
Actually, I think you can go to Big Five for like $20.
I was like, "You're not a felon." He's like, "Yes, I am." Dad, I pulled your record because I was curious on how many DUIs he had because he drink and drive all the time, but he never got a DUI. And I was like, "Dad, you're not a felon. You mean I can get guns?" I was like, "Yeah," but I'd already bought him this. But yeah, he started getting guns after I told him.
Yeah.
He did not believe me, and I pulled out my laptop. Here you go.
Yeah, they got some expensive BB guns there, but I think there's ones because I remember I looked into getting one for my ex-wife because she worked for a homeless shelter, and they couldn't.
Yep.
And that's what I don't get. Like, speaking of, I was gonna talk about something about the homeless people, my ex-wife, but because she worked at a homeless shelter all the time, and it was crazy.
It keeps misfiring though.
You gotta clean it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that.
Oil it. You gotta.
How do you clean?
You gotta lube it. You gotta lube it up. How do you clean a pellet gun? I don't know. Let's look. Do you know what? Well, what's the name brand of it?
This is a Colt Defender.
Let's see.
4.5 millimeter, .177.
Is it a BB gun or is it a pellet gun?
I mean, I don't really know the difference. It's got the CO2 thing in it, and the things are brass or copper. I assume brass.
This is for a real gun, so never mind. I don't know. to be honest with you. How to fix leaking CO2? Oh, it's an air gun. I don't know, to be honest with you, bud. There's got to be a way, though. Yeah. All right, we got to read this because Kim sent this. Why did I say Kim? Carol sent this to us. Rioters vow to burn police building down in Portland on George Floyd death anniversary. What day is the anniversary of George Floyd? Is that the 20th? Is that tomorrow, or when is that?
Yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday. Was it?
Yesterday.
After a suspicious few weeks of dormancy, the rioting terrorists of Portland have struck back at the one-year mark of the George Floyd death. The Antifa and BLM militants marched through the streets, throwing objects at police, lighting fires, smashing windows, and terrorizing the public. Hey, real quick, now that I'm thinking about it, Trade for Trump, are you still in here? Hey, Trade for Trump, are you still in here? Trade for Trump, he has like a CNC machine type stuff. He can do all kinds of crazy builds. Oh, bye, Snooks. Hugs to you. Thank you, sweetie, Thank you. I hope we didn't miss her. Okay, hey, so Trade for Trump is here. I got a question. So I might, I've been wanting to build that or get that expensive scooter, and it's kind of stopped, at a certain at a level. I'm still hoping to get that one, but here's what I'd really like to do. Antifa fucks with people for filming, right? They try and do anything they can. So I was wondering on the scooter that I have, if there's some way you can build like a complete plexiglass shield all the way around me. I know it's going to take some metal pieces, to hold the plexiglass in, but just so they can't, shoot at me, so they can't, spray me with acid, and so that way I can roll into Antifa, right? They could, I guess they could tip me over, but still, I could roll into Antifa and videotape the shit they're doing, and they couldn't attack me. Right? Just so, because they attack everybody for videotaping, right? If I had this scooter that was securely sealed off to where they couldn't, tear gas me or violate me with some kind of fluid, and just roll in there and videotape them. Maybe put some little shockers on the outside so if they try to tip me over, I could zap them or something, Who knows? James Bond it.
I see a flaw in it, but I'll tell you after the stream.
After the stream? Okay. Yeah, because you don't want to...
Ideas.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny that you talk... I remember watching... back in the old days, watching movies with my stepdad, and he's telling me... he's watching this stuff, and what they're doing is they're showing people breaking, how to go against the United States and stuff like that. And my stepdad's like, you're just teaching terrorists how to fucking do it. Giving them ideas. Right? So I appreciate you saying that. But yeah, Trade for Trump, if we could figure out something like that, like the Pope Mobile, exactly, Paul. If we could figure out like a Pope Mobile for me, I could roll into Portland and film these assholes doing everything they're doing, and they can't do nothing to me, right? I'm sure, they could follow me back to my vehicle or something, but if I park far enough away, I don't think they follow me all the way there or just go right to a police department. I think a police department would stand up for me.
Does Antifa usually carry guns?
Not that I know of.
Mostly like batons, and I would just go drone style.
Yeah, but
fucking with them with a drone.
I can't fly my drone at nighttime. The only way you can fly your drone at night is you have to go and you have to apply for a permit. You have to pay the permit fees. You have to do all the stuff and fly your drone at night. And with that, so one of the drone rules is you can't fly a drone out of your actual vision, and you cannot use binoculars to watch it. What you can do is like if I have somebody every 100 foot with the radio on them saying, "Okay, I see your drone," then you can do it. But that's a lot of work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's just so many rules. You would think, because I got a drone and I can see where it's going in front of me, that you could fly it anywhere, but you can't. You have to keep it in your vision or a spotter's vision.
Sounds like Bubba back in. Gotta let the dog in.
All right. Gotta let Bubba in. That's why, you know what I do with my dogs, folks? I just let my dogs, I leave the back door open. They can go in and out whenever the heck they want. Whenever the heck they want. But yeah, if anybody can think of an idea of how we can do that, right? I know plexiglass is expensive, But we got to figure out a way to seal it off and also so they can't flip me over. Shields will be good. You send me a scooter, I can make it. Maybe some tear-offs, like used in dirt tracking. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Interesting. Maybe you know what I'll do? I'll start welding a scooter. I can start welding. Because you know what? Here's what happened. So my old scooter that broke, the guy gave me a lot of the pieces to it. Maybe I'll weld up a scooter just for this. He said if I, Trade for Trump says if I send him a scooter, he can make it work. So maybe we'll have to do that. Actually, I got my 4x4 scooter. I got to get fixed up anyway. So once I get that running, I'll send it up to you, Trade for Trump. I'll drive it up to you. Then we can go have lunch. Sounds like a plan. All right. What else did Julia sent me a whole bunch of links. Oh yeah. I'll do Hemi's last. We'll do Hemi's last. Let me see what else Julia sent me. Dang, it's almost 8:30 already. Okay, Julia sent me this transgender one. A kid steals Councilman Brown.
Trade for Trump. I know it might cost a whole lot of money, but I'm curious. If you search who Deadmau5 is, it's DEADMAU5. I've wanted for a long time a real good version of his mouse head that's actually wearable and the same size that he.
What's it? Say it again. I'll look it up real quick.
I made one out of a
Deadmau5.
Deadmau5. Yeah, he's
spell it again.
Real famous producer.
Oh, I found it.
DEAD.
I found it.
MAU5. He's got real intricate ones where he has lights and the mouth and all sorts of stuff.
Let me see if that's showing up on your guys' screen.
But I worked with him before he got famous, and he's a really cool guy. Smokes a ton of cigarettes, but I'd worked with a lot of people, and I watched him make music from scratch, like on the fly. I was so confused. I was just standing behind him, like with my. And I looked over to my boss. I said, "What the fuck is he doing?" He's like, "Don't even."
I've seen this guy,
and
What's up, Kay?
You know, he probably gets paid $50,000-$60,000 a show, if not more.
Really? There, can you see his picture up there?
He's got his one cube that moves around and stuff.
This thing right here you're talking about?
He got huge. Yeah, he has like I think 3 versions. Cube.
Right on. There you go.
But I do like that one that is up right now. What I'm seeing, the cheesehead one.
I
like that one. He done one year where it's for Halloween, and he was Pinhead.
Really?
From Hellraiser.
Did he used to date Kat Von D?
Yeah. Yeah, he sure did.
Okay. I remember she had a TV. I went to her tattoo shop. David Potts said, "You like Marshmallow Head?"
I never really listened to Marshmallow Head. I automatically got the vibe that he was trying to be a knockoff of Deadmau5, so I honestly never, just being honest.
Uh-oh. I picked the wrong one. Sorry, I'm trying to do this last one that Hemi sent us. Hold on, where did it go? You sent me the same. You didn't send me it, Carol. Let me find it. Drunk Uncle's
Sorry,
gonna.
Big Daddy Dick. I don't think it matters in your contacts.
I forgot that Siri calls me that. I don't know how she got that.
Deborah.
Hold on. Drunk Uncle, you're gonna freeze for a second because I gotta go find this link from Hemi. Hemi, where's that link at?
Dang, that's a Hemi.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that in a while. Let's see. I haven't watched. There we go. Free World TV. I got your link. All right, Drunk Uncle, you should be back live again. Let's put this down. where this link that Hemi sent us. Alex who?
Now that Alexander Emmerich Jones, or Alexander E. Jones, is now your 46th president, now that I'm going to call world leaders, we're beginning the transition,
I step up in the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. I step up in the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. I step up in the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. I step up in the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Boy, this is war. I get info by the minute. Commies get the chopper, you're a traitor. Not afraid to die, cause when I die, I'm going to heaven. False flags everywhere, inside job 9/11.
I gotta give you my number,
the virus, they just wanna fry us. Track and control, and the devil's right behind it. You can call me crazy, but I'm crazy like a fox. Band.video, we ain't watching Fox.
And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. Doesn't matter how many lemmings you get out there on the street begging for them to have their guns taken. We will not relinquish them. Do you understand?
Step up in the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. I step up in the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones.
That's a badass truck he has.
Like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. I step up in the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. They're poison in the water. They're poison in your food. They're poison in the air. But we don't even care. Fauci and Gates made a big mistake. I won't cover my mouth. I won't cover my face. And that's what makes America great. With America, it's off with your face. Try to oppress this, hate the place. We will defend its amazing grace. How sweet the sound and the freedom of taste. Move, bitch, get out my way. You bitch and moan like AOC. When people see me, they wanna be free. But to stop the stealer, we won't be in a tank in Washington, D.C. Screaming, let my people be free.
Like you lost another one.
That's pretty cool.
In the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones. I step up in the spot like my name was Alex Jones. Alex who? Alex Jones.
That's a pretty. So can you play this at your that wedding you're gonna be DJing for this weekend or next weekend?
I don't know. I found a I think it was a
ooh, that would be good. Pray for Trump.
Song by this guy that everybody loves around here. I don't know much about him, but Upchurch. You know who Upchurch is?
No, I haven't. Oh, I want to go to a Trump rally too.
Everybody around here loves him, but I think he's got a song named Donald Trump. It's like country rap, something like country rap is what they call it. But yeah, I mean my employee like hears a lot about what I say, and I think she agrees with a lot of it, but there's some stuff not so much.
Yeah.
But they probably wouldn't even know who Alex Jones is, so I might be able to get away with that one.
There you go.
Actually, I might, now that I think about it, get away with that one because they're not going to know who Jones is.
Hey, so everybody's talking about Trump rally. I would love to go to another Trump rally. You know what? How about this, folks? He's gonna make his list pretty soon of where all his Trump rallies are. What if we find a central location somewhere where we can all probably get to pretty cheaply, like somewhere in the Midwest, like, you know, freaking Texas, Oklahoma, somewhere like maybe right in the middle of the state, right in the middle of the United States, and we all try and make it together. We have like a little EddieBlockFilms party at the Trump rally. We'll all get in. We'll have somebody waiting in line at the front of the line so we can all just get right in there and go to a Trump rally, and then we can have an after show.
Oh, so now you're gonna have us cut in line, huh?
Hell yeah, we'll all cut in line, right? We can start a fight. We all get together and just go somewhere. You know, like I want to go to Las Vegas. Maybe I should go to Las Vegas next weekend. Oh no, I can't. This weekend I'm going to a party at my friend's house. I forgot, but yeah. May 30th, I got to go to, y'all know Linda, crazy Linda was always sending me the cool clothes and stuff. But yeah, we could go to a Eddie Block.
I'll be having to go to my first Trump rally or first presidential rally ever.
Dude, Trump rallies are off the hook.
Yeah, I've never been to any sort of political gathering besides voting.
Hemi said we should go to Mount Rushmore. That would be... You know what? What if we did all just go to Mount Rushmore? Had a party at Mount Rushmore. That would be cool. 4th of July party?
What state is that in? I don't even know what state that in.
It's why is
it like Dakota?
Yes, is it North Dakota? It's South Dakota, right? I think it's South Dakota. I forget. Oh, you know what? Andy asked if we're still going to Las Vegas. Yeah, what is the deal with that convention in Las Vegas?
That guy still hadn't called me back, so I really don't know. But it's in July, so we've got some time. But and I still, would have to run it by my higher ups. But like I said, I might just end up trying to do it on my own.
Yeah. Well, heck, just do it on your own and we'll go. How about, like I told you, if you go to that event, I will take you to Sacramento or to Stockton, and I will take you to where Nate Diaz trains if we can get in there. And I'm pretty good at getting in places.
I don't even know if I want to go to Stockton. I seen some video just the other day. I was like, oof.
Stockton is a dirty place.
The Diaz brothers, they still got like an apartment there, but I don't think they live there. Supposedly, it's a lot worse than I originally thought.
Oh yeah, Stockton is like Oakland. Stockton is one of the shitholes of California.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Oakland. So if it's like Oakland, then
dude, you got
in the vicinity of it. I'll just stand on a hill and wave, "Hey, Diaz, bro."
It's actually not that bad. Like, I go to Oakland all the time. I got a friend who lives in Oakland, and I go pick him up. We go through Oakland. Oakland, you can drive through. It's not that bad. Actually, you would go to Oakland with me because I would take you to Harborside Healthcare Center. Do you know Steve? What's that guy? Harborside, he's like the king of weed. Steve, what's his name? He had a whole bunch of documentaries about him. He was the first one to open up a weed shop, legalized weed in California. What the heck is that guy's name? What's his name?
King of weed. I just think Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Oh my gosh. What's that guy's name? Steve what? Steven. It's Steve something. I actually seen him in there. Oops. What the heck is this guy's name? Steve D'Angelo. That's his name. Steve D'Angelo. You don't know who Steve D'Angelo is? They call him the father of the legal cannabis industry. Here, I'll show you his picture.
Ooh.
Oops. No, thanks. I'd rather not. This guy right here. Steve with Jim Belushi. Jim Belushi goes to the Harborside Health Center. We got the same weed dealer.
He kind of looks like Santana.
Yeah. I seen him a couple times actually there. But this place, I mean, they got the strongest stuff in California. You go in there and they got the good stuff.
That reminds me, before I forget, after the show, I need to get some recommendations for Spanish music for the wedding. I love Spanish music, but I don't know any. So we'll talk about that after the show too.
All right, you gotta play La Chona. That's they play that at every Spanish one. Is it this weekend at the wedding?
No, next week. Yeah.
Next weekend. All right.
If it was this weekend, I'd be struggling. I'm still just now starting to build the crates for.
The biggest reason why I don't want to go is because the plane said they couldn't bring me back till Tuesday. If I can find a plane that'll bring me back on Sunday, so I'm only gone for the weekend, I'll try and go. And I'll bring her my 360 camera. Right. And if it's reasonable, because,
Yeah.
Money's an issue.
I'm still trying to figure out my ride situation. because I do have a rule. Like if I'm DJing and you want me to do a professional job, like, you know, if they want to dance and have fun, you need to schedule me a driver, somebody to get me back to my house.
Yeah.
You know, if that you're not going to get 100% out of it, I've got to worry about getting home.
Careful, he's wanted bigly by the feds. Who are you talking about, Mr. Nice Guy? Let's see. Who are we talking about? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something in the chat. Maybe I'm missing something. Eddie, we be like wedding crashers. Heck yeah. I'll take you, Paul. Paul can go with me.
Paulie.
I still find it funny that she wants me to go. So, hold on. Let me look at something. Let me go to Let me just look and see if there's what kind of. If I leave like Sacramento.
I think she said she was expecting about 100 to 120.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how big the room is to whether 120 people.
Oh yeah. What about all this COVID stuff?
Or not.
What about all this COVID stuff?
Oh, she used to be like I think I'm working on. She used to be all about the masks, sanitizing, and this, that, or the next. And I brought it up the other day. I was like, no. I was like, you don't wear your mask anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No. You're also not like sanitizing everything, and I guess you seen where I was going with it. I just kind of left it at that. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. You're coming around. But she does have a compromised immune system, so, you know, there are some people that...
I'm talking about what do you call it,
if
though?
they did get the COVID, it could be... What, the chip or the long-term effects?
No, I'm talking about the place where they're having the wedding at. Are they going to freak out about it?
They bet not. I think it's all maskless now, right? I think North Carolina may have just got rid of that altogether. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not wearing a mask, but I will be 6 feet away from everybody else. So what everybody else wants to do, that's up to them.
Yeah.
But if we're going to get down the way I think there are going to be people passing out on the dance floor with a mask.
See, plane tickets are like $500 right now. Yeah. Everywhere they're $500. I tried Oakland. I tried Sacramento. Let's try Los Angeles. Let's see. That's going into Charlotte, though.
I don't even think that's closest to me.
What was that other airport you were talking about, though?
There's one in Concord, but you have to fly Allegiant. You said that you didn't fly. But
I was just saying that because they did that mask shit. Let's see. Hold on. This computer's going slow today for some reason. It's coming up.
I think that'd be another thing for the dual PC that will help with that dual PC thing. He kept calling it dual PC, but he's like, that's just a term. Because I was like, he uses the Mac.
Yeah. See, so if I go out of LA, I can do it for $330. That's not too bad. All right, now you're saying Concord, North Carolina.
We say Concord out here.
Concord, North Carolina. Concord Regional Hospital, in North Carolina. All right, let's search. Let's search that one. Let's see if it's cheaper or more expensive.
It is small. It is small, even to my standards, and I've only been to just a couple. You couldn't even get a beer there. They didn't even nothing. Like some vending machines and some seats.
Normally small airports are more expensive. Oh, wait a minute. I can go there for $212. Oh, wait, is that just one way or is that round trip? Hold on, let's see. Round trip per traveler.
Round trip.
200
I went to Miami and back for.
Oh, whoops! Wait a minute. Hold on. Never mind. I have the wrong place. I had going to Los Angeles, Concord, North Carolina. I was gonna say $211. That doesn't sound right. Now though, Southwest keeps sending me stuff where. See, they keep saying LAX. I don't know why. Concord. This thing is messing with me. I don't think they have any planes that'll fly into Concord. Yeah, I keep switching to LAX. I don't know.
I think I may have even looked into that for this, or maybe it was whenever I was thinking about flying to Austin with you, because those planes out of Concord only go to certain places. They're generally large cities, but it was either they didn't go to Austin or they didn't go anywhere close to you.
Okay, what link did you? Okay, hold on, Hemi. We got to get you my phone number, because when I'm like this with drunk, I can't take links out of YouTube. The problem is because I only have one screen and watch drunk. I'm gonna go take this from YouTube. And now watch what happens to Drunk. DrunkNet is now frozen. Okay, let's see. Is it this Free World one? Is that the one you're talking about? Let's see. You're going to fly down and take Penelope on a road trip? No, you're not. Penelope can't go on a road trip. She's too fat. See, if everybody's watching, Drunk Uncle is freaking frozen right now. All right, now he should be unfrozen because I took it off of there.
I was about to say, I'm getting naked over here.
I don't want to see that. Some people might. I don't want to see that. Free World Watch.
I don't want to see it either.
All right, let's see here. Let's hit play on this link.
When you are overthrowing a government, the local police are obviously going to be a problem.
Oh, whoops, hold on.
After the Bolshevik Revolution,
we're still looking at
a secret police force was created to purge the public of any political opposition. After Hitler came to power, the Nazification of local police departments took only 3 years, leaving a fully centralized police force under the control of SS leader Heinrich Himmler by 1936. In Venezuela, Maduro created a paramilitary force and employs non-state actors to fight against citizen patriots. It's an obvious priority when you plan on overthrowing a country and eliminating people's constitutional rights. Then you have to deal with the police who have sworn an oath to protect those rights. And we are now witnessing this in America. In Austin, Texas, Mayor Steve Adler came to power as one of the biggest landowners of Austin and spends most of his time perched above the city in the tallest penthouse, which is fitting. Adler does not act according to the will of the people, but rather as their king. When asked by Vice if he regretted ending the camping ban, which has unquestionably brought thousands of dangerous transients from all over the country into the once safe streets of Austin.
It was all over the place when I was in Austin.
He proudly admits to forcing his own disruptive agenda upon the people of Austin.
Was it a mistake to lift the ban?
It was absolutely not a mistake to lift the ban. I think that sometimes you really need disruptive action if you're trying to make change.
He arrogantly goes on to say that if the people vote to reinstate the camping ban, which has since happened, that nothing will change.
So I'm concerned about it passing and creating an expectation in some parts of our community that somehow or another these people will at that point disappear, because they won't.
Some of these so-called homeless people are camping outside Austin City Hall, where they openly brag about going to war with the police.
If it's a war they want, it's a war they go get.
BLM supporter and Travis County DA Trudy Strasburger recently posted a job ad looking for a heavy hitter who is looking to prosecute police officers.
Wow.
Austin City Council has brazenly decided to defund the police by $150 million. This, along with having the streets filled with desperate transients, has naturally resulted in a sharp increase of violent crimes, robberies, and murders. Adler even joked with Joe Rogan how he succeeded at slowing Austin's growth by importing crime.
You know, but as I explained to people, there's only one way to really stop a city from growing.
Bring in crime.
Bring in crime. Make it an undesirable place to live.
Order out of chaos.
All right, I got to pause this for a second. Yes, I'll play Mr. Nice Guy's link, guys, but he sent it to me after I started this one. I can't just stop this link to play somebody else's link, right? You guys gotta give me a second.
I was gonna let you know about it.
Yeah, I saw it. You guys gotta give me a second.
It's hard to keep up with the chat. It really is.
Yeah, you guys gotta understand. I'm doing like a million things at once here, guys. And also, if you guys just saw, I told Hemi that you can't send me links through YouTube anymore because it's so hard for me to get them. You got my phone number. Text it to me, Mr. Nice Guy. I don't see a text from you. But I will play it. Just calm down, guys. And it also depends, because you know what? Sometimes Mr. Nice Guy sends me 30-minute long videos, and I can't play a 30-minute long video. That's not how this, you know, you get in trouble.
And it's on Rumble, too, so, you know, we got to be careful about the content. You got to be content.
Yeah.
So. This is the job of Adler and his radical city council.
The other thing also, too, is like Hemi does his work ahead of time. Hemi watches these videos and makes sure there's nothing I can get in trouble for before he sends it to me. That's why I normally play his first, because he does a lot of hard work.
Destroy Texas from within, and it's working. Our election system has been subverted, and the population so brainwashed that Texans will likely elect Hollywood movie star Matthew McConaughey to be their next governor, proving once and for all that Texas is finished. If you don't think they can turn Texas into California, just give it a few years. The enemy's resolve seems to be far greater than our own. When radical local governments ignore the will of the people, and the people no longer have a vote, then the only hope for survival is to stand up against them.
Now, see, I thought Matthew McConaughey was concerned.
So did I. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let me hold on. So, Drunk Uncle, you're gonna go frozen again for a minute, so I can go get this link for Mr. Nice Guy, so I don't gotta hear that I never play his videos. Let's see. Let me see. Let me go find it here. Drunk Uncle is doing all kinds of bad stuff. Let's see. There it is. Copy link address. All right, you're back, drunk. Do you think I'm sexy? Is that what that's what you're doing, weren't you?
Goodbye, horses.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'd fuck.
It puts the lotion on the skin. Whatever. However it goes. What's it called? What's the name?
Then you gotta go right back. Then you gotta go right back to Joe Dirt.
Oh yeah.
It puts the lotion on its skin. Dang, Auto Trader, I ain't got this one.
You know, I was like that when I was younger. I used to read the Auto Trader.
Now more than ever, the U.S.
I used to look at Auto Trader all the time.
At 15 and 16 years old, hell yeah. Actually, no, from like 13, because I'd be looking, maybe even younger, looking for dirt bikes and shit.
No, not fuck Mr. Nice Guy.
Absolutely.
We like you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm just saying, sometimes you guys got to give me a second. You know, I can't do it all at once.
It's a strong, forceful, clear-thinking leader who is able, willing,
and committed to defending our great American way of life and willing to stand up to the hostile regimes, America's interests in a world stage, no matter what. Unfortunately, Sippy Cup Joe, he's obviously not that leader. He can't even stand up to the extreme destructive forces inside his own party. Here with a little message to Joe Sippy Cup. He's asleep right now. Maybe you'll hear about it tomorrow with reaction. He has his brand new book out. You see that book? That book will be the way out of this mess called American Marxism. The host of Life, Liberty, and Levin, the #1 show here on Sunday night on the Fox News Channel. I understand, Mr. Levin, that you have a message for Sippy Cup.
You know, Sean, there's a couple things I want to say to Mr. Sippy Cup. Number one, he is the human pandemic I said he is. I want to address something very specifically to Joe Biden and his party. This poison of anti-Semitism is growing in your party, and your silence isn't going to fix it. Tlaib, who in my opinion is an out-of-the-closet anti-Semite, and she's joined by 20 or 30 others of the hard Marxist Hamas wing of the Democrat Party. You have Omar and AOC and Presley and Bush. You have Bernie Sanders. I don't care how Bernie Sanders identifies. It's irrelevant. The Democrats in the House of Representatives voted unanimously against sanctioning Hamas last week, during the time when Hamas was firing 4,000 missiles into Israel. Now, Joe Biden sees this. He sees on TV individuals with Antifa-like clothing, with the Palestinian flag chasing down Jews in cities throughout this country, in cars, attacking Jews, organized like Black Lives Matter and Antifa, beating Jews, graffiti on synagogues, including swastikas and so forth. We haven't seen anything like this, and I don't know ever. The FBI says 60% of all anti-religious hate crimes is against Jews. The Jews are a tiny percentage of the population. What did Chuck Schumer say about this, who's Jewish, from New York? I didn't hear him say anything. If he said anything, he did it under his breath. What did the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, say about it? I didn't hear her say anything. If she did, it was under her breath. Joe Biden had to be lobbied by liberal Jewish groups to do something on Friday, and finally Saturday he put out a statement. What did the Attorney General say? Nothing that I'm aware of. How about the Cabinet Secretary that runs Homeland Security? What did he say? Nothing that I heard of. How about the FBI Director, who says white supremacy is the great danger in this country? Is he blind to what's taking place? No, this is frightening, and it's happening all over the world, but to be happening in the United States of America is absolutely appalling.
Yeah.
And I blame the Democrat Party, because the Democrat Party is stirring this stuff up. You have members in the Democrat Party that are tweeting things and putting things on Facebook that are absolutely bigoted and anti-Semitic about Israel and the Jews. It's a tiny little country. It's the only Jewish state on the face of the earth. And Arabs in Israel have more liberties, more due process rights, more property rights, more legal rights than Jews do in any country, in any Muslim or Arab society, which means they have none. So this is quite appalling to me. And at the same time this is going on, you have Democrats embracing Black Lives Matter, which is a hate America, Marxist, anarchist, violent organization that also is anti-Semitic and backs the BDS movement. And we have Democrat mayors across this country painting Black Lives Matter, not Black Lives Matter, the group Black Lives Matter, on their streets and promoting it. You have corporations embracing them. You have LeBron James and sports stars, ESPN sportscasters embracing it. It is a disgusting, appalling thing that's going on in this country right now. And in the media, the New York Times and the Washington Post, both of which did the best they could to censor the Holocaust. This is the best they can do to make light of this, to defend Black Lives Matter and pretend these sorts of things aren't going on. This is a shocking event that's taking place. So I wanted to say to Joe Biden, what the hell are you going to do about this? Our prior president, Donald Trump, was a strong supporter against anti-Semitism, a strong supporter of the Jewish community. And what's going on in this country is a disgusting disgrace that we've allowed these Marxist leftists and others to do what they're doing, pushing critical race theory, another racist theory. Joe Biden is funding critical race theory to go into our classrooms. This is separatist, nationalist, Black Panther 1960s crap that they're trying to put into the minds of our children. What the hell's going on in this country with that party? Now, I want to save a minute or two for my dear friend President Trump. This Democrat Party adopts the worst policies the world has ever seen. They're acting like the Soviet Communist Party in the city of New York and the state of New York, where they go after politicians and former officials they don't agree with. Here's tonight's headline. New grand jury seated for next stage of Trump investigation. Trump investigation. Donald Trump is a multi-billionaire. He has multiple corporations. So what are they trying to do to Donald Trump? They're digging into his tax returns. They're threatening his longtime financial officer. They're going after his son and the divorce that took place with his former wife. They're interrogating them. They're trying to pressure them to do anything they can to find a gift tax violation, to find some other tax violation. The feds already investigated Trump. Clean. Now the politicians, the Democrat Party in New York and the state. You have an attorney general who's a complete hack, Letitia James. She came into office saying she was going to go after Trump. You have this Manhattan District Attorney Cyrus Vance, who's a real punk, a political hack, who's done a lot of things that are highly questionable. And I want the American people to understand, they're trying to drag this president, our President Trump, in front of this grand jury, a Democrat Party, Democrat city, Democrat state, to find something, anything that they can use against him. Because they don't want him to run for office again, and they are trying to destroy him. Joseph Stalin would be very proud of you Democrats in New York. I must say, I'm disgusted with the Democrat Party, and I am disgusted with these hacks in New York. And that is it.
Great one, Mark Levin. See that book, American Marxism?
And he is. They had to take him off the screen right away. He was so pissed.
Back to life. He's
wow.
On every Sunday night, rather. Life, Liberty to Live In.
Mark Levin, way to go. Thank you. Heck yeah.
So they explained to me earlier in the chat acronym that he used. And let's see it. BDS means boycott, divest, and sanction against Israel. So a little clarification is it just a thought clearly coming from Palestine or the people that support Palestine? Because I can see the benefit in that and going the other way, where we just tell Palestine the same thing. You know, chill the fuck out or we're going to boycott, divest, sanction you. So, but they're saying it's like the new Nazi, you know, regime. Fuck that. So is that, I guess this is something just coming from predominantly, like, I guess are we talking about like,
I don't know.
Israel doesn't back down? I'm curious on that.
You know, like I said, I still haven't done enough research on this yet to where I'm going to talk about that. I don't know. Let's ask the chat. Let's see what anybody says.
That's why I'm just asking. You know, the chat seems to, you know, they knew what that acronym was as soon as I asked what it was.
Well, let's see.
So that's the first time I've heard it. So I'm curious on exactly what it is, but I guess
let's see. Well, Mr. Nice Guy, well, he did the fuck around and find out. Let's see what they say. We got to give them a second to get caught up, and then they gotta type it in, so it takes them a minute. Andy says, I've been hearing about BDS for many years now, since the Obama years at first. Mr. Nice Guy saying it's Soros. That's what she said. Sure, it's been longer than that. Probably. Hold on, let's do a little fun stuff.
Dumbass.
I can't play with it too much.
Good night, Kim.
Kim Tone's leaving us. Good night, sweetheart.
I will put you through that fucking wall.
I'm gonna have to watch that tonight again.
Odd timing for that soundtrack.
Yeah, I know, right? Eddie and Drunk Uncle. Good night, Kim Tone. Good night, sweetheart. The BS was when. BS when the where the apocalypse starts running their mouths about Israel. Let's see. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Da-da-da-da-da. Good night, sweetheart.
I think David Potts meant to say the 4 horsemen.
Maybe. No, you know what he meant to say? The 4 whores. I bet you he meant to say 4 whores. I'm not saying it.
Who knows?
I'm not saying it. Them hooers. Them
hooers.
Freaking.
You gotta say it like a gangster. Hooah.
The hooas. Freaking, what's his name? Andrew Dice Clay. I've never seen him. I watched a lot of his shows, but I've never seen him in person. I miss going out to shows and stuff. Oh, he meant to say the squad. The squad. How did Where show up when you tried to say the squad? I think what I said works better. I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. Who knows? Anyways.
When you said apocalypse, that's why I thought 4 horsemen.
Yeah.
Because there's one chapter, or it's not a chapter. Whatever you know, the different books. I've read Revelation 2 or 3 times. There's only one that kind of drew my attention.
Yeah, I'm not too much in the.
What are they called? They're not chapters. They're not chapters. The Gospels.
I
don't know. Book.
Yeah, they're called. They're actually called books. That's what they're called. The books of the Bible. You know, the Book of James.
I knew I wasn't right with chapters.
The Book of Revelations. The Book of James.
You know,
it's all good.
Yeah.
We understand. We understand. You're all good. All right, man. Well, you know what? It's about that time. We've been on for over 3 hours now. You got any last words for everybody out there?
Just Mac Mittens out.
Right on, guys. Yeah, I'm not into reading that much, guys. I used to read, when I did read, it was Stephen King. I used to read every Stephen King book, but now he's such a liberal. I hate to admit that. But yeah, I used to read, but nowadays I'm lazy. I watch it on TV. Or I listen to the book sometimes. The other, I don't know, did you ever read books a lot, Drunk?
Not until I was prescribed Adderall.
Okay. I was reading.
I like, even in generally whenever I get punished, they would make me like read a chapter or read a book or something, and I could literally I could read a paragraph, and then they'd be like, all right, what'd you just read? Read it again. What'd you just? No idea.
I have that problem right now.
But then I didn't even know what ADD was, and then I got put on ADD medicine in history class. I'm going out of the textbook and reading all this other stuff, and then reading, books for fun, and it was weird. I think I could have done a lot better in school if I would have known what ADD was.
Well, when I was a kid, I got in trouble a lot. My stepdad, we were always at each other's throat, and so I'd always get put on I'd always get kind of locked in my room, I guess you could say. And the only place I could go was school and the library. So I was going to the library every day, and I was reading a book every day, almost, because you're stuck at home during the summer, nothing else to do. But I read a lot of Stephen King. I also read this guy, his name is Robin Cook. And the reason I read Robin Cook is he was a doctor, I guess, or he does all medical stuff. And because I'm disabled, I liked reading about medical stuff. So I like watching medical shows like ER, Grey's Anatomy, but I won't watch Grey's Anatomy anymore because I got sick and tired of the mask shit. But the other guy was a lawyer. oh my gosh, this lawyer, you know, the Rainmaker. You ever seen the movie The Rainmaker? What the hell is his name? I used to read all of his books too, but it was all lawyer books. The Rainmaker was a movie. John Grisham, that's it. John Grisham also was You Can't Handle the Truth.
My mom's got all those books. My mom's got all of it. She keeps telling me, you need books, you'll like it's all like. So yeah, I think she's got all of them.
Yeah, I like John Grisham. He's a good, definitely a good writer. So I watched all of them, or read all of them, I should say.
Yeah, I got, I think it was, I don't know if it was Nikki Sixx's Heroin Diaries or Slash's from Guns N' Roses book. But the first day that I cracked it open, I read for 14 hours straight. Didn't even realize I was doing it.
No, Pecker Man, I don't watch those.
14 hours are gone.
Actually, know what? I might watch one of those. Peckerman asked, what about those medical shows that show the trans surgery? I might watch it just because I'm curious how they do it. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? Building one? Building a pole or digging a hole?
Both.
I can tell you how they dig the hole.
All right. How do they do it?
They split your penis in half and tuck it in.
Well, so my question is then,
dick in half.
Do they still? So do you still feel the sensation?
I don't know any trans. Well, no, I don't know any trans women enough to ask them something like that. Most of them have went trans man. And caught me off guard. You know, he hasn't had surgery, but anytime he comes in, he's always like, because he knows that I don't want to listen to what the news is saying when I've got an actual trans person to ask questions to.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
He's, very open, and he's talking about. I think it brought up with the bathroom bill or something. And he's like, you're not going to know a man, but, he still has, feminine characteristics. And I was like, well, a pretty tell sign is you go into a stall and, you only hear peeing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what?
Yeah, but I hear that all the
go
time.
To the urinal.
People.
What? I was like, you go at the urinal. She's like, yeah, I'm. And I was like, what? She's like, I'm growing. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just leave it. Don't want to pry too much, but
I don't know. I've been in a lot of bathrooms. I get pissed off because guys go in to pee.
Growing. I don't know if it's clitoris but she can pee standing up now, or he can pee.
No, but what I'm saying though is
at a urinal.
I don't think you can do that as a judgment because for some reason, I don't know why. Like, why do guys like peeing on the seat? I'm sorry. Every time you go in the bathroom, in the handicap stall, there's pee all over the seat, and so guys are always going in the stalls. At least here in California, and I think it's because they're afraid of showing off their, I don't know why. Why do I always use a urinal if I'm standing up, right? Why use a freaking?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just drives me nuts. And I yell at people.
I met a guy that pees sitting down. That was odd. He pees sitting down. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's because he had his I think that's why he says he has to pee sitting down.
Right.
He's got one of those piercings that goes actually through the head of his, through his.
Okay, I don't need that too much.
And out through the head.
Oh my gosh, TMI.
I was like, okay.
All right. Anyways, I don't know why we went that way. Thank you, Peckerman from Twitch. He sent us on a strange road tonight. But anyways, guys, so that's it for tonight. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and
Do all of it.
Do whatever you want to do. But we'll
Don't
be back
forget to
on
hit
tomorrow.
that like button if you hadn't already.
Yeah, and I've been
Make sure you hit the like button.
I've been uploading these 360 videos from the Fresno Fair or the Fresno home show, so it just takes forever for them to render in YouTube. So hopefully they'll be up soon. So anyways, guys, have a good night. We'll be there tomorrow night. We'll be back here tomorrow night in 21 hours. And look, the brats are coming. They're like, Dad, we gotta go outside. We're gonna go play. So Donnie says good night. Yep. Brownie's here too. She says good night. So everybody have a good night. Oh wait, we gotta play our song. Eddie Block Films. Good night, David Potts. I'll turn it down. If I turn it down like here, can you hear it? Is that good enough to make you hear it better?
A little bit better.
Yeah? How about now? No? I turn it down pretty low. Alright, good night, David Potts.
I know the beat, though.
Yeah, good night, Steve Salter.
I know the beat.
Paul, Gene.
Adios, Paulie, David, Andy.
Mr. Nice Guy, Danny. Good night to my stalkers.
It's okay, Mr. Nice Guy.
Good night.
It's okay.
Good night to all my stalkers. You know. Oh, Panda's coming in the room now. Panda Bear. Where's Panda? All right, guys, we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow night. Peace on out.